Yes, people, welcome back to another video. Again, so busy. I'm on the live streams, man. Listen, thank you for joining my channel. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday. I hope everyone's having fun, wherever you are, whether you're in America, Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere around the world. Welcome to my channel. So if you do like the video, hit that like button and do subscribe if you're new. One thing I'm going to say as well, that big up to every single one that came on and watched my channel yesterday. I've had 6,000 views, which is amazing. Thank you very much indeed for that. And I didn't expect that at all whatsoever. But to get 6K, it's just also absolutely unbelievable, yeah? Absolutely fantastic. And I've got to say to each of you and you, thank you so much. And doing the live review today, and do hit the like button, do subscribe if you're new. Also, if you want to become a member, please click on the join button. It's only as low as 99p, and you'll be entered into the hat. I'll be writing people's name stands as well. And also, my donations is open if you wish to make a donation as well. So, on the super chat, etc. So, that's up to you. That's your choice. 32 people watching live. Thank you so much indeed. I tell you, I love you people. I love you people, man. But get in there. But there you go. Yeah, yesterday was absolutely shocking. Yes, we had 20 shots on target, but we just can't put the ball back in the net. That is the team. Eddie Howe, I love Eddie, but I have to say, we got the team selection slightly wrong, especially at the back. I mean, Emil Kraft is not a centre back, he's a right back. Matt Ritchie is finished. He's finished because he's just not good enough, Newcastle. Why is he in the team? Why is he starting playing? He should have put Trippier left back or even Managerial left back. And Trippier come in, he must be thinking, what am I doing here? Yeah, I want to look for out of his seat so I can go back to Let's Call Madrid. I'm not going to play with these clowns around us, you know what I mean? Wow. So he goes and leave. When you got Marcos Llorente, right, Luis Suarez, right, and Rodrigo de Paul, and then he's got to play along to Emil Kraft. Unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. And like I said, I've had Emil Kraft, I called you people out. I've said to you from day number one, I did not want this player at Newcastle United. I followed his career at Bologna, and he's just bang average, yeah? And then people having a go at us and say, give him a chance, give him a chance. Then I get people on BDM come up to us and say, apologize to us and say, John, listen, you're right about Emil Kraft, he was poor. And people are saying the Swedish Cafu, yeah? Oh my God. It's not exactly a Brazil Cafu, let's be real, or Krafu, yeah? And now people are starting to realize he is not good enough for my football club. He's not, yeah? Matt Ritchie, poor yesterday. The midfield, right? I'll come on to Fabian Schär. I mean, he done a lot of good things, but did he take control of the game? No, he didn't. He just keeps playing the easy ball all the time. Yeah. And he must be peed off about the club as well. I mean, I would not be surprised if this guy moved on in January. Yeah. Because I think he must know the two defenders are going to come in, Diego Carlos and also Sven Botman. Well, one of them is going to come anyway, if not both of them. Yeah. The midfield, Sean Longstaff. I don't want to see this guy playing for Newcastle United ever again because his mind wasn't in it yesterday. He's slow, right? He gives the ball away, right? He's easy to play against right now. He really is, right? And let's be real, even a penguin from Florida has got more twists and turns than this guy. Honestly, he's gone backwards since Rafa Benitez left. Yeah? I'm not even getting mad. I'm just saying that how it is. Yeah? John Shelby should be dominating the midfield there. Yeah? What did he do? It's gone back to the old John Shelby. Yeah? Not good enough. Joe Linton, right? Listen, he's been my player of the season so far by a country mile since he's been in midfield under Eddie Howe. But he wasn't great yesterday, but he wasn't bad. Yeah? And he does try. I'll give him that. Yeah? Up front, Jacob Murphy should have scored a couple of goals. Yeah? I mean, that shot around the stroke of half time and Mitov made that one to save. That was world class. There's not a lot you can do about it. Yeah? And then he scored a goal, but that was given offside, rightly given offside. He timed it poorly, by the way, as well. He was offside by a mile, honestly. And then Ryan Fiercer tried. I'll give him that, yeah? I mean, let's be honest, under Eddie Howe, I think he hasn't been doing badly. Let's have it out there, yeah? But his final ball was hit and miss, yeah? I'll come to the player ratings later on. And as the ASM, right, he looked disinterested, right? Even in the warm-up, I'm not going to lie. He didn't want to be out of there, yeah? he hangs on the ball so long, and when he releases the ball, it either goes out for a goal kick or it gets easy to possess. Yeah, I mean, I'm calling the players out today. Yeah, I'm really gonna call them out. I'm gonna say it out like it is, whether people like it or not. I'm gonna call them out. Yeah, because half of those players are not good enough for my football team. Yeah, I'm gonna come out to the comments, by the way. Yeah, you got any questions to ask us? Do tell us, ask us. And then I've got Tom, right? He's got one of 3 comments. He had big up to you, Tom. The whole country is laughing, as they haven't been laughing anyway. What a mess. Absolutely mess. Useless. Every last one of them. I wouldn't say Kieran Trippier is, by the way, but he can escape criticism, by the way. Yeah, I'll come on to the players later on when you try to walk off the pitch. Yeah, the worst bunch of players I've seen for a long time. No fight, no commitment. Tom, you forgot to add no passion, no desire, and no hunger as well, because they did not want to be at the club, did not want to play yesterday. Yeah, and it's the attitude that's wrong. They're uncoachable. Yeah, they're too comfortable, and this should not be happening at Newcastle United. Yeah, you play for the badge, and I said this before. You play for the badge and play for the shirts you're playing in, and the fans are going to remember you from the back of your shirt. It's as simple as that. Yeah, he added on as well. It's exactly why we need a clear out as this team to get us relegated. 1 win all season, and we lost to Cambridge. Yeah, ask us this question, people: would you trust this side to stay up in the Premier League? Would you trust this team? Would you be committed with this team, or trust them to fight relegation with this team? And the answer to that is definitely not. That's why we need 5, 6 more players at the club, and it starts tomorrow. Yeah, the only good thing we can now concentrate is try and stay up. Yeah, I want to win the FA Cup, but they just disrespected the competition. Wow. I can't say any more than that. Embarrassing and total letdown to all the fans that turned up. They give a full house yesterday. 4 or 5 players through the door this week. Make it happen, Tom. Let's be real. It's gonna happen anytime soon. And I try not to get angry here because it is unacceptable. I'm a cool guy, but at times I gotta let it go. I don't want to let it go, but I have to let it go. Yeah, it is absolutely disgraceful. Yeah, and if Sven Botman and Diego Carlos saw that performance yesterday, getting beef off a League One side, 2 division lower than us, they're going to be thinking, "Oh, I'm not going to come here. You're a shy team. I'm not coming up here." They just laugh and stay with Sevilla and Lille respectively. Yeah, it's as simple as that. It is unacceptable. It is very, very poor. And yet, some of the people, right, are accepting this defeat. Yeah, you shouldn't. It's embarrassing, man. Embarrassing. Yeah, I'll go for the comments, right? And all of these players that Trippier tried to get back on, back up. I start again. All these players that Trippier tried to get back on to hail the fans, or appreciate the fans, must never play again. Yeah, I'll come on to that now, right? I thought that was shocking. The players trying to walk off the pitch after the game. If 52,000, I'll post on a tweet today, if 52,000 people doesn't motivate yes, what does? I'll tell you what motivates them. It's the money. That's all they care about, yeah? It's money, money, money. That's all they care about. Pick up the paycheck each and every week. They don't care about this football club. They really don't. I just held them out. Kick them out, yeah? But they're on 80, 70, 60,000 pounds a week, yeah? Ship them out. Dump in the reserves. That's what I would do. Brian Clough or Alex Ferguson would not put up with that kind of performance yesterday. I'm telling you. You'd be out the door quicker than Linford Christie. I say it there. Afternoon to Matthew. Okay, I saw 3 players, Bissouma, Isaac, and Bastila for Monaco. We need Isaac to get us the goals to stay up, and Basuma's cut the play up. Well, none ain't going to come because they're going to stay to the end of the season. Let's be real. And big up to my guy, as a Niall. Hope you're okay. And big up to Majestic. Here, everyone, if I'm saying hi to the chat, do that. Afternoon to Jade. I hope you're okay and having a great time. And I'm still fuming that performance. Ian, you're not on your own, mate. You're not on your own. Yeah. Afternoon, John. Congratulations on the views of the server. JK, thank you very much indeed. And I got my guy, Keith, Harry, John. I got a telling off on you yesterday, didn't I? From the DMs. And I promise I will not do that again. Yeah. You're my agent. Afternoon to Paul, you okay? Thanks very much for having me on yesterday, John. Myself, Luca, and Delbo offer you support due to ongoing trolling on social media. Hope their name and shame soon, mate. 100% now. It's going to happen anytime soon. They will not be escaping criticism as well. Let's be real. Out to Matthew, yeah, the sales clock was injured, yeah. I was about to say I'd rather have a centre-back that can actually play in defence. Do you know what I mean? Hi to Matthew, hi to everybody. There's quite a few players out. They should never have that jersey on again. That's some Tom. I'm with you out of the way. I'm out with all the way. I'm starting to get worried. I'm going to sign anyone before Saturday. Well, you're going to need to. Otherwise, we're done. We're done out here. Done. And I'm just so hat off of that performance yesterday. Okay, we had the chances. We just couldn't put the runner back in the net. Their keeper was fantastic, yeah. But the goal, which we could see, was absolutely shocking. It really is. The Bracker's got rid of hits of that as well, by the way, yeah. Let's be honest. And he carried on with an injury, yeah. Is he going to play next Saturday? I don't know. We'll see. But we needed a goal. We need a backup goalkeeper anyway. Someone's going to be quality. I wouldn't mind taking his mitt off, by the way. I wouldn't mind taking him. Pay the 3 million, what Cambridge going to take, and pay the money on performance-based anyway. But there you go. Not in your own, Stephen. So am I. Happy Sunday, John. You need to gather. Still fuming with yesterday's result. Hopefully better days ahead. 54 people watching live. Do hit the like button and spread it about, and do subscribe if you haven't done so. I want to get 100 likes today. Another 100 likes, and I want 100 lives as well. Every time you view, hit the like button. It's not that difficult. And sorry, Joey, that Fabian needs to be called out, being awful last 8 months. Clear has no passion and desire for the club. And the big project allegedly starting, and still this can't inspire him to sell him jail. I have to agree with you, yeah. I'm a big advocate of Fabian, yeah. But the last couple of games, his heart ain't in it. You can tell by his body language, right? I'm a big fan of this guy, but let's be real. He is going to be called out, yeah. I mean, I'll get shot of him because I think he knows full well that 2 defenders are coming and he's a bit hacked off sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Saying, I want to play, right? And just send him away. Send him back to the Bundesliga where he made his name, yeah? Send him back there, yeah? And I know for a fact there's a lot of Fabian fans out there, right, saying that I'm having a go at him. I'm not. I'm saying it how it is. And I'm going to start calling players out. They're simply not good enough, yeah? And I'm afraid, get him out, yeah? He's not wanting there anymore. Do you know what I mean? His heart isn't there. How can you lose to a League One team, Jade? Not a League Two. League One side, expect Newcastle to win, to be honest. What a shock. If I'm honest with you, Jade, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised it got beat, Jade. It was always going to be a banana skin game, yeah? Whoever the player was going to be up for it. They say they try. 20 shots on target, yeah? That's that. Scoring goals has been a huge problem. That's number 1. Number 2, defensively, which is not good enough. Simple as that. And the media saying Kieran Trippier ignored by his angry Newcastle teammates after defeat Derby. I tell you what, right? Let's be real, right? I have a fan and player meeting today or Monday. Have a player meeting and just say to them, look, that's can't happen again. 52,000 people turn up, right? And is that the best you can do to walk away after you get beat? If this happened in Serie A, you get lynched. I'm telling you. Let's be real. You get lynched 200%. It's as simple as that. And I tell you something, get them all out. I mean, ASM just stormed straight down the tunnel, yeah? I mean, I'm a big advocate of this guy, yeah? But he spends more time spending time on social media than doing it on the pitch, yeah? Simple as that. And then people's going to say, hey, he's got to have a social life. Yeah? Do it on the pitch first. Get us to wins. 1 win our season, get beat off Cambr United. Disgraceful. You think about it, right? I mean, we had a go, right? I mean, Cambridge did warn us the last shot, which went over the bar. I mean, like I said, Jacob Murphy should have scored a couple of goals, yeah? ASM was pretty close when he had shot past the post. And then we tried everything. Joe Willock came on and he had a header and he headed over the bar, right? That sums up this time of season. Joe Willock is more like Joe Pillock, yeah? Joe Pillock, yeah? Let's be real. I mean, he needs to fix up. Otherwise, send them back to Arsenal, yeah? Send them back. And I think, let's be real, I think we lost the receipts for this guy. So they got no chance of getting rid of him, man. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, Kieran Trippier, big up to him. He's only been on the match, played his first game. While the others played at least 50. My God. And he just don't give a toss about this football club. Says it all. Jade agrees. A massive overrated ping. Decent bar every now and again, and that is about it. Correct. Julian, Chris looks being linked. Let's be real, right? So we've gone from Vjanovic, one of the most out of sort strikers, one of the best strikers in Europe, going to Chris Wood. That just sums it up. We're supposed to be the richest club in the world, and you go after Chris Wood. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, wouldn't have him. And if you want Chris Wood, that is fine, but you're not being ambitious. Yeah, I've got an elite mentality. Yeah, you've got to be ambitious here. Yeah, don't mention Chris Wood. Yeah, sorry, but he's 33. If that's the level I want to be, that's fine. That's the level I do not want to be. I want to see some top quality players at Newcastle. Yeah. So, but we didn't test the keeper enough. He only made 3 good saves, and that was it. Yeah. And then their goal was a mile offside. We watched the replay. Is that the Cambr goal? I'll see that time and time again. It's borderline, yeah. But they give it a goal, and that is it. So we just move on. Trippier main attributes whipping balls to be a waste of time in this team. No predators in the team. This is the thing. The final ball's a joke. Some open players are just shocking. I can remember ASM when he tried to play us, and then he tried to push the ball out. What does it do? Goes out for a goal kick, yeah? And his heart's not there, yeah? If you don't want to play for Newcastle United, get out, yeah? Not a good afternoon, Matthew. No new signings, I agree. If you want to become a member, please click on the join. It's only 99p a month. I think ASM won't aware. Well, if that is the case, get and gone. If you don't want to play for this football club, get out. No one, and I mean no one, ain't bigger than the football club. Yeah, we've got so many prima donnas here, and just don't give a toss. Morecambe beating Spurs at the minute. You mean they're playing Shrewsbury, by the way, Sheila. So, John, none of the front line needs to play ever again. These players ignored Tripper and walked out straight after the game. You know what it is, right? I mean, I'll get rid of half of them anyway, mate. Let's be real. Yeah, I'll cut them out today. Tripper's mile apart from the team. Did you see when he was on throw-ins, asked players to speed up? Newcastle not used to fast throw-ins. No, not because half the players aren't fit enough. Yeah, get the players that's going to come in. It's going to take care of this football club and play for the badge and the shirt. Yeah, and for the fans, of course. They're playing Spurs. Shrewsbury playing Liverpool. Yeah, after into Jock. Hope you're okay. And caretaker manager out tactic our manager. Well, listen, Eddie Howe, he's not going to escape criticism of the day. I mean, I do love him, and I'm not going to call him, I'm not going to ask him to be sacked or anything like that. Christ, no. But he has to understand now, and he has to realise that Emma Kraft is not a centre-back. Matt Ritchie, finish. Shah, finish. Yeah? Longstaff, finish. Miggy, I mean, he needs to be away as well, because I just don't think he's up for it anymore. I really don't. Yeah? And Matthew, I'm worried I'm going to get anyone before Saturday. I hate the ammunition that gives to hate us. Yeah, I tell you what, though, I'll comment on later on about trolling as well. And my it's been trolled today, and I ain't going to have that at all whatsoever. Good afternoon, John, mate. Gary, hope you're okay, mate. Now, says Spurs are winning by, Morecambe winning by a goal to nil. I tell you what, at least they show they got more fight than our bunch of overpaid pansies, by the way. I'm not even angry. I don't get angry. I'm just being placid, but just speaking the truth, the harsh truth. Yeah. Talk Sports at it again. Yeah. Gabby, what an absolute plum this guy is. Yeah. Get him off the Talk Sports studios. Yeah. He puts us to sleep. Tom, he was offside, but Shelby attempted to play the ball, which struck his leg, and offside was negative by that. He was onside. Yeah. I think the ball touched him, and he did try to play it, by the way, and that was cost us goal. Shelby tried to complain about it as well. 6 more quality signings needed, or we're going down, but who's going to come? Hit the like button, people, and also please become a member. And also, like I said before, if you want to donate, it is up to you. Even if you donate a quid, that is all good and go. I've got Keith. The club just went through a divorce. Post-divorce period is an easy time. Heal and rebuild. Keith, I do not want to be in the championship, mate. I do not. Not with these people there. Yeah. And these players need to fix up. They know the richest club in the world. New owners. But they haven't got a passion for the flipping game. They don't care, half the people. And when they try to walk off the pitch after the final whistle, right? That just sums it up right there. And Ev's got a list of players to be rid of. Dubraka, Kraft, Shah, Ritchie, Longstaff, Willock, or Pillock, by the way. Amiron, Murphy, all terrible apart from Dubaka. I'll get rid of a lot. 60 definitely is not the actor I want on my club. I totally agree with Eric, yeah. And the attitude is clearly coming up. Wouldn't surprise me, and I think there's a lot of them, including Staff and Howe and Ginger from the day. The whole squad needs to replace them bit by bit. We need 6 more players to replace first team lineup. We really need eyes Basuma and midfielders weak. None of them can pass. That's the thing. They cannot pass the flipping bar. And that's even worrying. Cambridge fans, if you looked at what should we channel Cambridge fans, right? Have your say. Big up to you yesterday. Well done. You deserve to win at the end of the day. I'm not going to lie to you. And congratulations. I hope you go far in the FA Cup because it was your day. It's as simple as that. Still needs that Crit and Graham Jones to be moved on. I think some of these players are down tools and they know they're on borrowed time. And that's when Gary, please subscribe to me channel, mate. And that's the first time. 100% agree with you there, mate. 100%, yeah. To me, they're just too comfortable, yeah. Make them uncomfortable and move these bunch of losers on, by the way. 1-0 Stolen Morgan. Liverpool 1, Shrewsbury 1. We need our players in the first week. Yeah, that's me worry. The potential signers watched that yesterday, like Diego Carlos and Sven Botman. They're going to be thinking, oh my God. Shocking. Liverpool 2 all up, by the way. They turn it around. Second for Fana in midfield. Alvarez and Asmoon up front. For Fana, he plays alongside. He is a good player, yeah. At Udinese, right, he was okay, yeah. Bang average, I'm not going to lie, but he has improved. I mean, he'd be a good player for us as well. We need someone's going to be bustle up gut in the midfield. This guy is. Julian Alvarez, right? Devils United, Maisie from Devils United. She's a wonderful person, yeah? Fantastic. And she's a massive fan of this guy, a big advocate of this guy, yeah? He can play anywhere up front, left, right, up front, and he is a special talent for River Plate. I mean, I'd take him all day long. All day long. John, your team plays tomorrow night. Man, shut up. That is not true. That is not, no, it's not true, baby. It's not. And I've got Jade as well in the cuts as well. Big up to you, Jade. I'm deeply concerned it's too over and the alleged project isn't enough to make these players at least want to give a go mentally for their careers. That is a telltale sign where they're heading. Jade, if I pin that message, right, I'll pin that message up, yeah? And I hope people in the chat read this message because I think that deserves a round of applause there. You know what I mean? She's absolutely nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Yeah? Real talk. Absolutely nailed it. Yeah? And it's just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah? They don't care about Newcastle United, these players. They don't. Yeah? If they're not happy, yeah, just get the heck out of the club. Yeah? Because these players, I've said it many a time now, they're not good enough for my football team whatsoever. And I'm going to be real with people as well. I sound like Lee Gunner, by the way. Yeah? Can you imagine you supporting Newcastle United? You will absolutely have them all for breakfast. Each and every one of these. Our player spotted it yesterday had now to do with how not started certain players. Our players didn't try at all the first half and pulled you a tackles all game. Yes, absolutely right. I mean, that's a cardinal sin. Pull out of tackles and that sort of thing. Yeah, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. And Ginger, the thing is the fact when Trippier tried to get back on, they refused. We need them cleared out. We need 10 new players in this window and the next as well. Who next? Diego Simone, it's manager. Listen, Eddie Howe's my guy, yeah? I trust the new owners' project and their judgment as well. He's our manager. He ain't going nowhere. And he ain't going to go nowhere in the summer neither. So he's here, let's stay. Simple as that. Who were the tunnel players? They should have kept going through the time tunnel. Correct. Correct. That's the early tunnel should have gone through, the time tunnel. Correct. And I got Isaac has a 68 million buyout, John. Do you know what? We're the richest club in the world, but he's not going to come to Newcastle. No way, horse here. He wants to go to a club that's going to play in the Champions League. The guy's a big unit. A big unit. See Ashley still hanging around like a bad smell now, taking Mandy to court over something, probably the advertising. That'd be very interesting. Wow. The club's been sold. Then he's got some money, and now he's trying to be greedy, right? And trying to take our man to the court. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Our players not making runs or finishing chances now to do with Howard's tactics. The players just don't want to be there yesterday. They didn't. And it's an absolute disgrace. And something needs to be done about it. So Newcastle could get Isaac by which means they can't talk to straight to Isaac, not the club. We could offer the money, you can pay the money, but let's be real, that doesn't mean to say he's going to come to Newcastle. And he'll not come to Newcastle. We could have done with a top quality striker yesterday. Callum Wilson, that's a big miss, by the way. I'm not going to lie, people. ASM needs to go as well. He was shocking yesterday. I think his heart's not in there. Definitely not. But at the end of the day, right, if someone offered like 50 million for ASM, right, if that means getting Fialovic, which I think he'll come, or Isaac as well, get a top line striker and get a quality winger, then so be it. Yeah. No, it could have played yesterday, but was he fit yesterday? People saying how for his team selection, that was literally our strongest team, possibly apart from Richie. Matthew, he played Kraft the centre back. He played Richie left back. Both not good enough. Yeah. Sean Longstaff, poor. Yeah. This is all on him at the end of the day. And he's going to have to learn now that Emil Kraft is not a centre back or Krafu. So-called Krafu. Yeah. Not the Swedish Krafu. Yeah. If you're also a fan, Tommy Yasu, class player for Bond, they'd call him Tommy Kafu. Oh, brilliant. You don't start players have been injured for months and months and months. So enough, it's not just that, Matthew. ASM needs to learn how to lay a ball off, learns how to pass, and stop being greedy all the time. 70 people watching, I want 77 at least likes. If we were winning comfortably in the second half, then Dominic could have come on. A lot of people said that yesterday, yes, I agree. He's fit and not fully, but he can play 45. What's all saying for defenders? If in doubt, kick it out and not other players. Attack these players need selling. We've been them 2 years, no excuses. Someone came out yesterday, right? Let's be real, and said that we should never get beat off Cambridge. We should never get beat off Cambridge. We're a Premier League team, yeah? But we gave Cambridge United too much respect. That is the thing. And Cambridge just laughed and said, thanks very much. They could have won the game by 2-0 because their second goal was offside. Yeah. But then again, we should have scored from Murphy if we timed it perfectly. Yeah. Talking about Chris, right? Big up to you, Chris, mate. Hope you're okay. At the end of the day, we shouldn't be getting beat at a team like Cambridge. No disrespect to them. And God knows what Trippier must be thinking. He must be looking for the receipt so he can go back to Atletico Madrid. Brilliant. You know what it is, so that's a good call there, Chris. Brilliant comment there. And Eddie has confirmed Callum Wilson will be sidelined for 8 weeks following the calf injury he sustained in the game against United in December. Yeah, we definitely need 2 strikers in now. Only problem I have is how in his post-match comments, I don't agree with that is it. And mate, you don't start people play 45, it just doesn't happen. And I can get one in at a time. I can't have 4 or 5 people in the day, but if I have your say, yeah, click on the link, right? And then you come on and have your say on the game, like Jade. It's a fee for all John. I'll take one at a time. Will I come on, Jade? You can have your say. Go for it. The link's on the top there. He's been training for about a month, yeah. But I think if he gets another injury now, I think his time is done. John, they've been here for 3 years. The rot is set in these players. Won't change. It's why we need to place them. Not interested in winning a lot of fight. Yeah, I'll agree with you there, Ginger. You absolutely agree. It's hot in here, man. I just think it's a disgrace. You're absolutely right there, mate. I mean, these players are just so uncoachable. So uncoachable, these players. Honestly, that's my opinion. Leeds giving these 3 young players to WDT. Why didn't we? No striker. How has my trust? But this is bizarre. Yeah, I agree. He had the opportunity to bring the young strikers coming in, young players coming in, right? And he just didn't give him a chance, did he? He did not give him a chance at all whatsoever. And this is the thing. Does he trust these young players? I'm not so sure. He wants to get players coming in. He's going to do the job, yeah? But in my opinion, these players take Trippier away. I do not trust this team at all to stay up this season. 1 win last season. Can he beat Cambridge? That lies the problem. I got pulled in the building, by the way. Stop saying you want likes and views. Do your sure, and it'll happen in time. Yes, sir. I tell you what, he can be the agent as well. I love Paul the bits, by the way. You know what I mean? If you lose on Saturday, I think that's it. 18 games to go. Doesn't look great, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Then I got Ed saying, Paul, we need to change these 6 just to change that attitude mentally. And I agree with you there, Cutler. I got Ginger as well. John, watch West Ham first Leeds. These teams know how to play their managers, teach information. We look like we don't get training games, players kicking on, and the forwards are asleep. I heard people saying that we've improved. I get that. Spurs equalised, by the way. Ones each. And this is it. The damn tools yesterday. I didn't go anyone say they just don't want to be on that pitch. Yeah, watched it very carefully yesterday. And now it's a big up pull. And that's for a Man U fan as well. If Cambridge can win at the tune, we will on 15 Jan. That's Amila, the Watford fan. He must be licking his chops today. Licking his chops. Yeah. And he's confident they're going to get a win. But they got beat by 4-1 yesterday. I'll show Ranieri's days a number to Watford. Yeah. If they lose to us, let's just get the whole lot out, the 25-man squad and all the staff and match and start again. That's for my guy, Joe Linton. Longstaff's in people's dream. I'll tell you, for me, if I wanted to use, he's stealing a living, in my opinion. I can't even control a football. Even Penguins and Flog can trap a football better than this one here. Let's be real. Yeah? Shocking. So, like I said, Jay, you click on the link. If you want to come on, click on the link on the description, click on that, and then you can comment straight away. I'll get you on there as well. You can have your say, or anyone to come and have your say, please do so. Agree, Murphy shouldn't have scored in the first half. I mean, he made a world of the save on the stroke at half time. There's not a lot you can do about it. It's a lovely volley, by the way, a snapshot as well. If you stay up, a massive clear in the summer is required. Howe needs to be ruthless. I think he needs to, because I cannot trust his team. I said that way back. And then I got Ginger Willock has done putting on the 23s, more like Joe Pillock at the minute. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't FIFA. And Mag said, let's be real. Just gonna fly through this, by the way. Not sure as well. So Willock or Longstaff, both awful. I think they're both awful for the season, by the way. I mean, poor, absolutely poor. Do the player ratings in a minute, by the way, but I can tell you now it's gonna be brutal. Staying up, going down. That's that'd be Watford as well, by the way. Boom back. Shearer, the goal was not offside. It wasn't because Shelby played it on slightly. And Mastery coming up, 2 centre backs, a left back, midfield, and 2 strikers needed. Can that be done in 5 days? I'm not so sure. We'll probably get 1 or 2 in. I hope Eddie gave him the hair drying, because a lot obviously ain't responding to an arm around them. I think these players are letting them down big time, and the new owners as well. Bring back Peter Beardsley. If it's young Peter Beardsley, I tell you something, he'll do bits. It's going to fly through that as well. We need to start effing about and buy these top players no matter what. Pay the money. We've pressed in 2 games out of 10 under Howe. I've got Stu as well. Big up to my guy Stu. Our midfield is shite. Too many pastures in the team. That's facts. Facts. And I've got I got Annie in the house. How are we doing, my guy Annie? Hope you're okay, mate. And shocking yesterday. Absolutely shocking yesterday. And it's just so embarrassing. Absolutely an embarrassment. But yet, some Newcastle fans accepts it. Yeah? I'm not. It's embarrassing, man. Do you think some of the players has been so bruised? Imperable damage has to be done from Geordie. Big up to you, Geordie. Hope you're okay, mate. I think some of the players has been boosted by boosts, yeah. I mean, he has come in. He's trying to instill some of the players making the fit ass sort of thing, yeah. When you get Kieran Trippitt, tell him to hurry up when he attacks a foreign, yeah. There's a fitness problem there. I've always said that. These players are not fit and not good enough yet. Willock has been awful, he has, yeah. I found a receipt and just take it back to Arsenal, yeah. If we're trying to build a team, it's up to the players now to perform. That's from Keith. I agree, mate. Whole last night played in front of the new owner, played a hard style and replayed in front of ours, and now to Jock. Well said. 52,000 people turned up. If you cannot, if that doesn't inspire you, what does? You need to ask the players that as well. And then they come out with a load of effing shite. They really, really do. Your team as far as ours, this could be a draw at this race. That's from Jade. I'm being serious. Where's our style of player? Have we got one? We are trying to play football, by the way. Yeah, but these players are just not up to the task just yet. Scoring goals is a real problem. What's that? 2 goals in the last 5 games? That is ridiculous. Absolutely begging Spurs to lose here. Spurs won't lose. I think they turn the game round. Joe Linton too, right? Where's Newcastle press? It disappeared. We sat back and these players can't attack. They're listening cows, but the manager does take some blame in his tactics and game plan. One thing I've got to say, touching on that, when we played United, right, we gave it all. We took the game to them. Yeah, every single opportunity. Yeah. Where is that press? Intensity? Where is that passion yesterday? I didn't see any of that yesterday. Let's be honest with you. It wasn't the caretaker, guys. Mark Bonner achieved promotion with Cambridge last season, so Annie has put the record straight there. But it's a League One side. Come beat the tune. Show you where that's a Watford fan, Mila. My point stands 0 for 2 hun. Kids and guys has Shin for Stones. Talk Sports. Troll Sports more. That's a great point. If you want to become a member, people, please click on the join button. It's only 99p. And you become a member. Liverpool 3-1 up, by the way. At the end of the day, in football, as a manager, you're rated by results, and you have a job to train and set game plans and tactics and system, and we don't have one. It's true at the minute. And I've got the duel, the bastards there. Big up to you, mate. Diego Carlos started Sevilla. Hopefully, it's the last one off the pitch like Trippier last week. He's going to be thinking, I'm not going to play for this club. You're going to get beat off Cambridge. I don't think he's ever heard of Cambridge, by the way. Yeah? Which is absolutely sad. Sad. I want that team to be changed right up. Newcastle Watford, imagine it's not on TV live, but it'd be on stream. I'll be at the game live. Yeah? Would scout potential new signings away watching a game like that. Could possibly. Foxy do like Carlos, but he thinks that he's a mistake prone. And Newcastle being one of the best fans of the world, it'll be tough away from home for me. Thing is, though, which is so easy to play against at times. Yeah? I was hoping high press on the front foot like Liverpool do even Leeds do it. Leeds does to perfection, by the way. We should have said to Conte here, 40 million a year salary. He ain't going to come to Newcastle anytime soon. We need to buy a new goalkeeper. Debak has been shite since he came back. He's not been playing well for the last 2 years now, Johnny. Yeah, I'll tell you what, yesterday's proof that. Came out for the ball, couldn't catch it. It's down to him. The goal's down to him. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. I really don't. But he has not been the same keeper, and he has been over the years. I'm hoping, as I said last night on the World Sport TV, that will be an advertisement of how much we need them and how much we wanted. This is the thing, you're right, Jade. 110%. Spot on. But one player in 9-day transfer window. Listen, more's going to come very soon. Trust us. I think it's ones each now, Spurs and Morgan. Just going to fly through here as well. And I've got, we need to make signings every other day this week. This won't happen anytime soon. I think the medical staff is going to be full of busy if that is the case. It's going to be tough for both of us if you get good recruits, this may give us an edge, but points is all that matters and good luck. I think the owners are making me worried. The slowness and no urgency. I tell you what, the owners must have been absolutely peed off, by the way. Let's be real. Absolutely unbelievable. There's been some shocks this weekend in the FA Cup, and we are one of them. I'll let you read that one as well. And Joe Linton read that one as well. And there we go. Diego. From Palace, after you too, my guy. I hope you're a Palace fan. Love you, Ash John. Big up, my man. Love you too, Jade. Jade, if you want to come on, pets, just click on the link, right? I have sent it out there on top of the page. Click on that, and then you can come on. Or anyone else for that matter, by the way. I really hope Newcastle will get what it deserves in future after Ashley from a Watford fan. And that's good vibes as well, if that is the case. And do hit the like button, do join us a member, and do donate if you wish to donate. John, is that the Manchester ship canal in the background? No, it's not. That's Venice. Venice. I'm going to fly through this as well. Hi, John from Peter. I heard that the chairman spoke to the players after the match. I hope he gave them a right bollocking. Ashley, you're right, mate. I hope they do. Not only that, also hope that he told the players, oh, I'm not good enough, you're on your way as well. So that would be the case. We aren't going to sign 10 this window, nowhere near that. Then I got a Watford fan, Mila again. We're missing our best passing midfielder. 15 Jan against the Toon. I'm going to fly through this as well before I get the lovely Jade on as well. I know it doesn't work in football. It does not take a long time. It takes pre-season for 2 months to get players to learn a tactic. Don't give me that. The BB. Did you send Nico Williams to Liverpool from Neil? He's looking for a loan out to reinforce as well as players. Excellent for Wales. You know what? I'm an advocate for young players as well. And let's hope if it's going to be him, I wouldn't mind taking him, but we definitely need experienced players, people. So I've got Jade.
Hello, John.
How are you doing, the Irish?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm bearing up yesterday after that shocking defeat, man. I mean, it's just so embarrassing. I'm getting people coming up to us and saying that they're quite happy getting out of the FA Cup. Yeah, if that's the mentality, then wow, let them carry on. But it was shocking yesterday, wasn't it? It was shocking.
It was poor, really poor. Yeah.
Talk to us about it. What's your thoughts? Oh, she's gone. I think she's gone. Can't believe that. She came in, come out. But I'm not going to do a beat us impersonate. I won't. The player ignoring Trippier, I thought I was telling. That was very bad. It's disappeared second half at Leicester after they disappear again. They've done it so many times. What I'm going to do, if you just give us 2 seconds, I'm going to try and get it back on again this way. Just try to get Gia back in. I don't know what happened there. Because try that way. So if you're listening, Jade, I sent you the link so you can come on, by the way, babe, and we'll sort you out in a minute. So I'll go through this comments, by the way. The players in all Trippier thought I was telling. That is shocking. They were very bad. They disappear. And second half, Leicester, they've disappeared yet again. Shocking. What's the new background, Joe? I had that background for a few months, because I went to that's the picture of Venice, and I love the place. I do miss Venice. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to go. I mean, I'm going to get Gia back on before I get Peter back on. What happened there?
Right, so I can hear you, but then there's a delay, and I hear you, and then I hear you 3 seconds after you.
Wow. Can you hear us now, babe?
It's out of sync. Massive.
Is it out of sync? Okay, cool. Is that better? Oh, she's gone. What I'll do, Jade, I'm going to get her back on in a minute so she can sort of computer out. I'm going to get Peter back again. Peter.
Hi, John.
How are you doing? I'll try to get Jay sorted out, sort of thing.
I saw that, yeah.
And Dave, I'll get you on soon, mate. And just hang fire there, kidder. Yeah, the aftermath of the game. I mean, I'm going to do a player ratings in a minute. I'm going to try and do it with Jade. She's back on again. And what do you want to say? And what do you think of the aftermath?
Do you know what I heard? That the only player to applaud the fans last night was Kieran Trippier. And that is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Do you know what I'm going to say to that, Peter? You're right, by the way. The players are too comfortable. They're too uncoachable, right? They're so arrogant. And all they care about is the money. That's all they care about. Because they know full time, they know full well that they don't care. They don't care about Newcastle because they know they're on borrowed time, mate.
As I said to Paul yesterday, if that's the attitude, they should sod off now.
Yeah.
Just get out.
The thing is, right, I mean, one thing I'm going to say, mate, is just, what can I say? I mean, they down tools. Watch that game yesterday. They down tools, right? They just don't seem to care. ASM, when he plays wide for a goal kicking that, when he gets beat, he just doesn't care. His body language is not there. Even, I'm going to say, even Lauren Robert, when he loses the ball, he tracks back, right? Even if he gets booked, so be it. I want to see my players get booked. So what? You know? Just go out there, give you all, and play for the badge and shirt. And I've seen yesterday, some of them, Sean Longstaff not good enough. Kraft ain't good enough. Matt Ritchie's finished. He's done a long time ago, yeah? Midfield, mentioned Longstaff. Shelby should have dominated that game yesterday. He didn't. I mean, Joe Linton, on me, he was good, but he cannot do it on his own.
No.
ASM was a bit cocky and that sort of thing. Peter, I'm calling them out, mate. Go play.
But you know, what these people have to realise is that the fans that go to these matches spend their hard-earned wages to go and watch them play.
Yeah.
And these players have got no respect for their fans. They don't care. And that's what, you know, and as for attitude,
yeah, man.
Well, it's just,
yeah. I know the tell, my guy. I know the tell. But I would not trust it. I'll ask you a question. You take Kieran Trippier out, right?
Yeah.
Take Trippier out, right? Would you trust those players to keep us up this season? Yes or no?
No.
Now, I agree with you there. And also as well, that they just don't seem to care. I mean, if I was Diego Carlos and I was Sam Botman, I'd be thinking, I'm not going to come to this club.
No.
You know what I mean? Laughing stock.
That is why we need people like Alan Shearer, Kevin Keegan, and all the Warren Barton, and people like that to sell the club to these players.
Exactly. There's a lot of wasters. There's a lot of wasters at this football club. A lot of wasters at this football club, Pete. And I'll tell you something else as well. I'm just absolutely fuming about that result. Yes, I'm normally a calm guy, but you know, when Luca and Delway came on yesterday saying that we need an elite manager sort of thing as well, what we tried to say to them yesterday, we're not in the position to get an elite manager in yet. No. Eddie Howe's my manager, maybe he's given him a couple of years, and then after that, hopefully, go for elite manager. At the minute, we're not in a position to get an elite manager. We're not. So it is what it is, man.
I see David NFUC said he wants to have Henderson.
Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. I do not think he's going to come anywhere soon.
Is that the Man United Henderson?
Yeah, it is. Dean Henderson. Yeah. That's Dean Henderson.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
But good goalkeeper.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. If we get rid of Darlow.
Yeah.
And bring in, that's what we need. We need someone, we need to get rid of Darlow. Even though he's been a good servant to the club, we need to get rid of him and bring in someone who's going to push Dubravka
in this place. Exactly. Yeah. He's been very, very poor as well. Listen, Pete, I'm going to let you go away for a minute, because Paul wants to come on and Jay wants to come on as well. And I think they're having computer problems as well. I mean, Paul's a busy guy. I think he's got a stream coming up soon. Not time it is. But listen, thanks for coming on, mate. And then and I'll catch you in a bit.
All right, mate. Take care.
Take care. Try and get Paul on as well. Paul, how are we doing, my guy?
Not bad. Still raging, but
you've been to the game yesterday, and it was absolutely appalling. I'm going to get Jade as well, and Jade.
No.
Mate, I heard your name, and I just had to be here.
I know.
So Paul, I mean, you went to the match yesterday. I mean, finished Newcastle 0, Cambridge United 1, and 52,000 people turned up. And if 52,000 can motivate a team, what does?
There was no motivation there, John. That's the problem. There was nothing. It was just. I mean, I've just watched the highlights on. I've just watched Match of the Day from last night, and they made it look as if Newcastle were all over Cambridge like throughout the whole game. It just wasn't like that. It didn't show any of how slow the build-up was. St. Maximin just running like a headless chicken across the 18-yard box. Poor passes. They didn't show any of that. It didn't really represent any of the game at all.
Yeah, man. Shocking. I mean, the team lineup looked strong, didn't it? It looked a very strong team. And, those players should be really up for the game, not down tooling for the manager, not go out there sort of thing, like to be cocky. And they gave Cambridge so much respect. And let's be real. I mean, Cambridge had some chances, yeah. One great chances, but when the goal came, that's down to the backer. And then, obviously, Shelby peeled for offside. And Hartman's done it.
Well, it was, I mean, the old offside rule was as soon as they played the ball, they were offside. But listen, I'm not taking that away from Cambridge. You know what I mean? They deserved it. They worked their asses off. And, we said last night on World of Sport, Jade, that they deserved it. They deserved everything they got yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it away from them at all. Let's be fair. It doesn't matter what league they're in, what position they're in that league. They went there with a plan. They went there. They fought for it. They wanted it. They were hungry for it from start to finish. They wanted it more than what we wanted it. I won't take that away from them at all, whether it was offside or not. You're arguing on details and rules and X, Y, and Z. But they deserved it at the end of the day. We didn't actually really do anything to particularly trouble them.
No. I mean, it's just typical, St. Maximin wanted it all for himself. He wanted the glory, as he usually does. It wasn't happening for him. And he just took the huff second half, you could tell. But there's players on that pitch yesterday who just shouldn't be there, who just simply shouldn't be there. Longstaff, Willock, just dreadful. And like I said, I feel sorry for Cambridge, actually, watching those highlights. I'm thinking, bloody hell, that's not a true reflection of how that game went at all. It didn't show the horrendous passing or anything from Newcastle. I mean, granted, it was only like 6-minute highlights, but Jesus Christ, I mean, it looked as if Newcastle dominated for 89 minutes, apart from the minute that Cambridge scored, and that's just not how the game was.
No, that wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't the case at all. Let's be fair. It doesn't matter if we had more possession. We didn't do anything with it.
No,
we made it looks good on paper when you read 20 chances. Look at the chances on target. Look at the actual, way we were in the box. We didn't actually trouble them that much. We didn't cause them any real panic moments. We never saw their back line under any real fear. So you thought it was a free hit for Maxi. You're looking at it. It's a free hit, mate. You don't have to do any work today. Sit up top, get yourself a few goals, have a bit of fun. Nowhere to be seen.
If he was anything like a class player, he would have bagged a few goals yesterday. And I'm sorry, but he should have made them. If he was any kind of world class, certainly he would have made them look like amateurs. But he isn't that standard, and we're carrying him game after game. There's one game against Man United, he turns up and then bang, he's gone for another 10 games. Fancy trickery, fancy footwork, and all that. But where does that get us? Absolutely nowhere. He did that yesterday loads of times. He's like, fancy little footwork and trying to take defenders on, and then his pass goes straight to a yellow shirt or out of play.
That's it.
Sorry,
it's exactly what we've said so many times on prior shows. Like, you can do all the step overs in the world you want, but when you're losing the ball the way that you are, you immediately put us on the cosh because they are immediately on a counter break against us, and it happens every single time. They break against us because you've lost the ball trying to do a step over for no real reason. Just keep it basic. We're not in any position, whether it be a cup or the league, to be doing these kind of things.
Do you know what it is, right? I mean, he thinks he plays for Harley Globetrotters. If he thinks that, I think Alan should play a different sport. We haven't got time for all.
He thinks he's better than he is, and that's the bottom line. to Maximum. I don't care if you're a fan of him or not, what your opinion is on it. He thinks he's better than he is. That's the bottom line with Maxi.
It's like we said last night, though, Jade. He needs to stop all this Twitter garbage and get on with the job that he's paid to do. Stop putting these things on before a match of like flashy little moves from him and match day and all of this. Concentrate on what you're supposed to be doing. Because like you said last night, Jade, all of those little highlights he puts on, it doesn't show what happens after he's done that little bit of a dribble because the ball disappears.
Exactly. He always cuts off like that little second before. He actually loses the ball from these little highlighted step overs. So it's a pointless clip, mate, because you look like a mug.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
and by the way, John, if I hear you once more, you know what I'm going to say to you right now, don't you? Right? The thing I've been telling you for weeks. Stop saying I want 100 views, I want 100 likes, or else you'll have me I'll come and knock on your door.
Sorry, sir.
If people like your show, John,
like
your show, they will hit the like button. They will view it. Just take your time.
I do.
You don't.
So I'm guilty for that then. The judge.
Oh, no. The judge will be back on the Four Horsemen show in a week's time, mate. That's when we'll have another. Billy Trey will be back to sit on the jury that night as well. So we'll wait and see what happens on Judge Rinder the second time round.
I'll get James to be lawyer. I'll get James to be the defense counsel then.
I'm probably the worst defense you could ever get, mate.
That's the good luck.
There is no support there.
No support from Jade. I'm on my own then.
John, are you sitting in a sauna when you do your streams?
No, it's just these lights, mate.
I've never seen water come off a man so much.
Not good. Sorry, sir. But
hey, don't say sorry to me. It's you that's sitting in the bloody sauna, not me.
He's sweating it out, bro. I'm chilled.
I know. I'm smiling, man. So it is what it is, guys. You know what I mean? You've got to do something about it, like real quick, because these players. I've asked Pete the same question. If we take Trippier out of the way, would you trust this team to keep us up this season? Because I don't.
No.
I don't think anybody does.
No, that's the easiest no. I think you'll get out of me all day.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we know they're not good enough. We've known since this pre-season, all the way back to that first pre-season game against York. We know when I went to see them at Burton, they were awful. We beat Burton in the friendly, but there was still a lot of questions. I come out of that game thinking we're not ready for this season yet. We don't look anywhere near good enough. And look, we've won one game all season, guys. It's one game. I mean, I'm holding my shit until my show tonight, right? I'm holding it steady because I am going to unleash. But like, I'm still struggling to believe that we were knocked out yesterday. There's something that says that match never happened. It's just, I'm baffled by it. I'm baffled by the performance. And I know there's a lot of people come on and said about Eddie Howe, right? And I think, he has to own up and take some mistakes for playing Longstaff, etc. when we know he's crap. But at the same time, those players went over that white line. They were good. They are supposed to be good enough to beat Cambridge United. They could have played all in the wrong position and should have beaten them. It's just unbelievable. The attitude. And I don't agree with his postmaster comments either, saying that, the body language was right and the effort was right. I think he's talking absolute tosh there, by the way.
I could agree with you there. I said the same thing last night when we were talking last night. I said, I don't agree with those comments. You cannot come out and praise those lads and say that their body language, the attitude, the effort was correct for that game. Sometimes you need to come out and openly say they weren't good enough. We need to get back on the training ground, and fix these errors because it wasn't good enough. And you need to be able to come out and say that. You don't want to bash your players every single day. But you have to be able to criticize them when they're that bad.
Needs to be told.
He might go in that dressing room after the game and actually unleash on them. I mean, I've heard from Bournemouth fans he's very good at that. Talking to the media, and not having to dig at his players, but he goes in the dressing room and rollicks them. However, at least come out and say, look, the attitude wasn't right today. We just didn't get started. We should have won the game. And what I haven't heard from anybody. John, who are you talking to?
No, it's just chatting to David down there. Go on, carry on. That'd be for the judge. Go on.
what I haven't seen from anybody at the club is an apology to the fans. You know, all those fans, 47,000 Newcastle fans yesterday, 5,000 Cambridge fans, brilliant atmosphere. However, not one of them has come out and said, really sorry to the fans that turned up today. We should have been better. Nothing. And that is disappointing.
Very disappointing, mate. It's just, I don't know where we're going to go from here. I mean, disappointed all ends up, guys, and
it's very basic where we go. We have to sign players. It's pretty clear. It's pretty obvious. It's very black and white. We could go very cliche on it. It's very 100%. Black and white. We have to sign players.
Listen, I don't think yesterday's result is going to have any bearing on the incomings. That's just people that are saying, if they watch that match yesterday, there's no way they want to come. That's got nothing to do with the new signings.
No, I don't think that affects that.
But it's a big. I would say it's a very, very big first couple of days of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because we simply have to have some more players in. And like we said last night, Jade, at the start of the match, I was thinking maybe 3 or 4. I'm now thinking at least 6. At least half that team needs to be changed in order for us to stay up. At least half. Yeah,
I said 4 to 6 at the start before the transfer window opened, and I'm completely sticking with that. Then we need more numbers. At least 5 to 6 now. Take the 4 out. We need at least 5 to 6. Yeah. And we need to get rid of some of these the deadwood and the ones with poor attitudes, because I'm so tired of seeing it. I don't care for this little love affair for some of these players, because they're not putting the effort in for the shirt, and that's what you want to see.
Exactly. And just to let you guys go, I mean, basically, Kieran Trippier called the players back out the pitch after finals. All the players stormed out, right? ASM's one of them. Joe Wicks another, apparently. And then, do you think Trippier's right? Call them back out the pitch again and just say, look, you go back on the pitch and salute the fans. I think those players, for me, storm down the tunnel. As far as I'm concerned, they can storm off down the town tunnel for all I care. But that should never happen like that.
You know what it is? I put that video out yesterday, and just a quick reaction. And Peter Beardsley texted me later on last night and just said that he agreed with everything I said on the video. And I was having a chat with him about, back when he played, the attitude, the commitment to the shirt. I said, I'm just so disappointed, Peter, that we can't get that same from these sort of players. And he said, he said, that's gone now. It's just gone. There's not that camaraderie between the players and the fans, and that's what we need. The fact of the matter is, and he said last night, when we were texting just about the players walking off, it's just bang out of order. And Kieran Trippier, been in the club for 2 days, and he's trying to pull these players back and say, look, come on, look at the amount of fans that have turned up for this FA Cup game against a League One side. The least you can do is applaud the fans for their effort today, even though they might give you grief, because we've let them down today, but you go out there and you actually apologise to them.
Straight.
Absolutely
Straight.
There's nothing like that anymore. It's just bollocks.
Straight. Absolutely straight. So what can come on tonight, Paul? 7 o'clock, I believe.
Indeed.
You know what? I think I'll be watching that as well, my guy. 110%.
Well, put it this way. I think we're in for a rant from Danielle, because judging by her comments last night, I think she's going to absolutely, her head's going to come off tonight. So, there'll be 2 of us in, it'll be quite an explosive show, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that as well. Are you watching it as well, Jade? I've got to watch that tonight.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Paul loves my comments.
Well, I do, but I'm actually trying to get you on, Jade. I was going to message you later to see if you're available, but I know how you ignore my comments, but
I'm available this evening, Paul.
Right. Well, I'll drop you a message and give you the link, and because I think you and Danielle ranting as well as me, I think it's going to be. I think it would be quite an interesting show, to say the least.
Definitely.
But listen, I'm not holding back, because you know what I'm like. I wear my heart on my sleeve with Newcastle United, and look, some of them, I'm calling out some of them players because their attitudes are just disgraceful, quite frankly, and it's not fair. Me and many others pay a fortune travelling around the United Kingdom watching Newcastle United on a weekly basis, and what have we had back from this team this season? Nothing. We've had nothing to celebrate away from home. We've had 1 win against Burnley. We've got nothing. And it's a disgrace. And still, we are yet to hear anybody from the club saying we are so sorry for this performance or so sorry for the way the season's gone. Nothing. But hopefully, fingers crossed, this transfer window will be a way of saying, right, this is an apology to the fans. This is what we're going to do, because they need their asses kicked into gear. And if that wasn't a big enough wake up, I'm glad the owner was there yesterday, because Amanda and her husband and the owner will have seen just how bad things are with them players. And if that's sort of kick up the arse to get more players in, there you go.
Mate, if they ever needed an invite for him to sign off these checks, because obviously him being the chairman, he needs to sign off these larger fees that we would allegedly
100%.
pay.
Yeah,
As the
100%.
chairman, which is another reason why I think he was there, was that over the next couple of days, that's what he's there for.
Yeah.
Is to hopefully be signing these off. That was the biggest sign that guy's ever going to get. That's this is your first window where you're going to lay out a good few million.
Yeah. Right, exactly. I'm away. I'm going to sort of.
Paul's running away because Annie's here.
No.
Well, of course.
He's laughing at you. He's having your guts with breakfast. But
attention to that woman. She's terrible thing to say.
Extreme slander and disrespect.
That's how it rolls, boys. That's how it rolls.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah. Right. I'll see you later.
Catch you later. You take care, my guys. See you later. Do check out Paul 2 Reviews channel. Big up to him. He's got a fantastic channel. Go on there tonight, 7:00. It's going to be absolutely lit. So I got Annie in the cut. I mean, David came in. Bill, I'll get you on in a minute, mate. So Annie, oh dear. I mean, you must be loving it. Newcastle 0, Cambridge 1, and yeah.
No, John. You see, we are equally as bad because we lost to Fulham reserves. So that
I was waiting for you to take the mickey actually, so I could point that one out, but you did it for me, so that's fine.
No, because I'm humble, you see, and we are terrible. Newcastle are terrible. I mean, how you lose to a manager who has a second name of Bonner is quite something. But then again, it's
too early for my kind of joke for that one, so we'll let it go.
Okay. But is it too much of a shock? Is it? Because if you see the run of form,
yes and no.
If you see the run of form Newcastle have been on, it'll be like, well, it's just another loss. And the confidence in that dressing room has been so low the whole season, really. I know Kieran Trippier signed, but I don't think he can raise the confidence alone when he's playing at right back.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a striker, if there was 2 more players in, I think confidence will be raised. But at the moment, it's just something doesn't seem quite right. And I think
it's confidence. I think it's attitude. These players clearly have an ego about them for some unknown reason. Quite a few of them have an ego about them. So I think it's more that they have an attitude issue than a confidence issue.
Then that's a clear mentality problem, which should be fixed.
Absolutely.
Straight away.
It should have been fixed years ago. This is why we're still stuck with the rot that's come through with us over the last 5 years. And before, it's that same dirty little rot that's been allowed to grow and progress in the club. And here we are now with inevitably the results of the rot.
Thing is, right, I mean, I look at that. I did a watch on yesterday at the last minute because I didn't know it was going to be streams. I got there. First, I got 6,000 views as well, which I think is pleased with that. Don't listen to that. But at the end of the day, right? I mean, I had 2 Arsenal fans. Oh, he's gone. I had 2 Arsenal fans on yesterday, right? I comment down to me. I've got to get Dave on. Dave, you've been on quite a long time, mate. Do apologise, mate. And it's just dropped.
All right.
Dave, what's your take, man? I mean, 0-1 to Cambridge, and yeah, tell us your thoughts, man.
Well, it's embarrassing. I mean, the keeper was man of the match by far. But we had a lot of possession, but we didn't do nothing with the last ball, if that makes sense. And ESM was just dreadful. He doesn't want to wear the shirt, just sell him. We'll get someone better than him. I mean, obviously that's just my take. I mean, I love the bloke. I mean, I had a stadium tour for my Christmas box, and I met the guy. He's down to earth. He's excellent. And I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I don't know if it's the dressing room. I mean, like say what I heard earlier when some of the footballers went down the tunnel without applauding the fans. That's just disrespectful. I mean, you've got to every performance you've got to acknowledge the fans because they pay their wages at the end of the day.
Well said, well said. I mean, the fact is, I mean, these players, and I said to Jade as well, these players, on the pitch are too comfortable, right? Uncoachable, too, and also they just want to play for the money, and that is all there is because they know their time is up, and when your time is up, then they're going to be thinking, okay, cool, I'm just going to sit about sort of and just pick up my wages. That is it. The bottom line is these players take Trippier out of the equation. Jay, your backers on this, they are not good enough for Newcastle United.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way, they haven't been good enough for years. But like you said, 6 to 8 of them were with us in the championship. That just tells you, that tells you right there all you need to know without even having to say anything else. We brought them in when we went down. They came, did the championship with us. They've come up with us. They've continued with us. And we haven't invested anywhere else. And that tells you all you need to know about that squad.
Yeah.
We are absolutely.
I would love Diego Carlos and Botman at centre back.
That's what we all would. I mean, that's going to be the dream partnership at the moment, hasn't it? Getting a pair of beasts in like that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Ramsey. I don't know if there's a problem with his wages because I know he's on quite a wage, like. But I would love Vjanovic from Fiorentina. He's just class.
He's not. I don't think Vjanovic is going to come to us, David. I mean, he's going to. My guess is, my understanding is sort of thing. He's going to stay in Italy, and I think Juve are coming for him with 12 months left on his contract. I think. I believe Siku talks to Spain players. I've seen this happen before. I think he's going to end up going to Juve, and it'd be a good move for the lad. And he loves it in life. And I was going to say we definitely need a striker sort of thing. I mean, you just mentioned there we need Carlos and Botman at the back. We need a left back, and we need someone to still be up front. We've gone for Vjanovic to Chris Wood.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an anticlimax, isn't it?
You
go from talking from that.
Would you not? Did you not think Chris Wood's too old at 33?
I wouldn't have him. I wouldn't have him at all.
I wouldn't go for Chris Wood. Absolutely wouldn't. To me, he's like. We got to that championship. We got Daryl Murphy.
Yeah.
And we brought him in literally just to do a job, and he didn't really do it, but he kind of still did at the same time. But he was there, but wasn't there, and it was just kind of one of those that existed in that period of time.
I want Martial.
He's like that. He's he for me would be a Daryl Murphy signing. It would be such an anticlimax and a U-turn, and no better than what we've already got. Really, I don't see him as an improvement. He's not a natural goal scorer. He's not a great finisher. The team is struggling as it is with him in it. So how does he improve us?
I would test Liverpool and Origi, mate. Like,
I same actually. I reckon Origi's good. He's a good I reckon we'll bring him in, and then we'll bring like another big striker, and then we'll bring Origi on in the last half an hour because Origi has a thing for scoring late.
See, now I said this the other day when we talked about Origi on World of Sport. You can go and get Origi because he's a bench player. He already sits on the bench at Liverpool. Why are you going to come and sit on the bench at Newcastle if we pick up another striker? And also, do you not think at his age, the amount of years that he has spent sitting on the bench, he should not be pushing for a little bit more? That mentality to me is all wrong.
Yeah, man.
He's not pushing to be a starter. He's been sat on the bench for years and just accepts it. That's not a fighting mentality. That's not a player who wants to play week in, week out. Why would you want that?
He gets hundreds of thousands. He probably gets loads of money.
But why would you want it? So, at the club, he was obviously going to want it because he can sit and get paid extra money for it to be a cheerleader. But why would you go out there right now in the position that we're in to buy a striker whose mentality is like that? That makes no sense. It's a club who's desperate to try and do something to improve, to strengthen and compete. Why would you go out there and pick up somebody like that? Why would you not go out there and pick up somebody who actually wants to play week in, week out, is going to fight for it? Push Callum Wilson for that place?
Brentford Diaz and Blackburn Rovers.
We need two strikers. So you could bring Origi in as a spare. You know what I mean?
He's not going to move bench to bench, mate. And they're not going to sell him because they've just lost 2 to AFCON.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Aubameyang?
Oh, I'd take him. Take him in a
take
heartbeat.
Aubameyang, but he's at outcome as well. He's got COVID as well, so he's got COVID.
Yes.
So
I mean, I would take him, but like I say, his attitude's not right.
Aye.
If you can, you need to get him in the mindset that he was in. Obviously, about 18 months ago, you know, obviously before he signed this contract, he wanted to leave Arsenal, wasn't allowed to leave Arsenal, was kept there, signed this contract. But he's a natural goal scorer. When he's on form, the guy is unbelievable, and he is unstoppable. And I think that's exactly what we need.
I'd take someone like Martial, mate. I reckon Martial would actually be pretty good under us.
I know it's a long shot, but I would have Cavani in a heartbeat.
Oh, aye, 100%.
I think everyone would have Cavani, man. He's another natural finisher, isn't it?
He just knows where the goal is, doesn't he?
Aye, every time.
But I'm not. There's one player I'm not keen on, and that's Cantwell from Norwich.
Oh, no.
Where would he?
I don't see the fascination with him.
Nah.
I thought maybe I'd missed something, so I looked up his stats, and I didn't miss anything. So I'm not seeing it, to be honest.
I want to see Botman. I just did a John there. I said Batman.
Hey!
I want Botman and Diego Carlos.
Batman, didn't it?
I think if we get Botman and Carlos in, like in defence, you know, we'll be miles better, and maybe give Lewis a chance at left back as well. With Trippier right back, he might do well.
If we keep Lewis fit, that's the problem. He gets a couple of games, he looks all right, and then he gets injured again, and he's out for another month.
Aye,
we just can't seem to get him in a good run. Yeah. I'd have a punt on Donny van de Beek in Man United. I said that from the start.
Oh,
the way they've treated that kid is absolutely disgusting for the world talent that he is. And if if they're going to do it that way, we should definitely go in there and take him.
I really
he would be adored over here.
I think Ward Prowse, Van der Beek, and Joe Linton in the midfield. Oh, okay, now.
It's scary.
It is when you look at the back that we could potentially have. I mean, that's
I'd also bring in a
change.
winger, I'd also bring in a winger, maybe drop Maximin or Fraser. Because Fraser actually, he didn't play well yesterday. But, like, you know, against Man United, he was alright. Same as Maximin. But Maximin, like, he went in, like, I was behind the goal. I was in the Leazer's end. And if you watched the match, none of the players were going for shots. They were just trying to dribble in and like act like the hero.
Pass it in.
Aye.
If you had to start one or the other, I'd rather start Ryan Fraser over Maxi.
Yeah. Because you work hard, but
he works harder and he can actually cross the ball in the box.
Yeah.
So if you're going to start one, for me, it's Fraser.
100%. Boots and panel.
If I had a choice of goalkeeper, I would have to go for Dean Henderson.
I'd take Dean Henderson, Mike. Dubravka.
I like Dubravka, but
he's a good keeper.
He was unlucky because I thought he was fouled, my leg.
I don't know. I reckon he dropped it personally, but
I think he dropped it.
The thing is, he always even in the Man United match, you can't catch a ball properly. You know what I mean?
He almost looks nervous, it looks worse, and it stands out more because the back four is so bad.
He's a brilliant keeper.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like lit up that he makes errors because the back four are continuously also making errors. So I'd like to see him with a more solid back four because I do think that he does have the capabilities to be that solid keeper for us again.
Hello?
No.
He's gone. Go on.
Would you rate Dubravka or Darlow?
Oh, got to be Dubravka, but it's got to fix up very, very quickly. If he doesn't fix up very quickly.
It's crazy with Darlow because I actually thought last year he could have been the main goalkeeper. When he was, he was fantastic, but he's just dropped so much. Say Dubravka got injured and it was in January, I'd actually play Woodman instead of Darlow at the minute.
Yeah, see what I mean.
Woodman just looked like a complete fish out of water, didn't he? Though when he got thrown into it at the start of the season,
he was just chucked in.
He was really kind of just chucked in, looked completely lost. You wouldn't want to go through one of those situations again. We can't. This problem is we're in such a pinnacle position, we can't afford any mistakes. And the slightest mistake is so magnified. We just can't simply make them at the moment. We're not in a position where we can gamble or make any little risks. Everything has to be so carefully done.
Yeah, I'm going to the Watford match, but if we don't win that, for me, I think our season, it's looking like we're not going to be getting out. Because if we win, say we win the Watford match and Norwich and Burnley lose, all of a sudden we're I think we're 17th. When will we be 17th?
Yeah.
I think Watford are 17th.
Yeah, we'll be out the bottom three by a point.
Yeah, that'll give us a lot more morale if we win that game. But we
it's
need
huge. It's just massive.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah. We need 2 new defenders. I'd say a midfielder for now, because obviously we're not going to get 6 or 7 players in before the Watford match. I doubt that. And we need a striker. A striker is probably the most important thing with a centre back at the minute.
I definitely think it's a centre backs and a striker. The centre midfield, we could probably just about scrape through. Joe Linton keeps up the way that he is.
Yeah.
In the Premier League, John Joe, if we can try and keep him in the form alongside Joe Linton in the Premier League, we might be able to just scrape it through with those.
Yeah.
But definitely the defence and the attack, those have got to be the core ones.
Play Trippier centre defensive midfield as well for a game until we get.
Never do that.
Oh no!
You can't do that. To be fair,
I'd rather play I won't play a midfielder. Actually, play midfield. I want to play a centre back actually playing defence. So
there's been so many arguments about playing players out of positions before. We don't need to be going out there and doing it on purpose.
No.
Nah, to be fair though, you can play there. You know what I mean? So you never know though. But
when's he played there before?
You can play in the midfield. You can play on the wing, the midfield, right wing back. But I don't know. Maybe play with ring backs in the Watford game. I think that would be good.
We'd need the 2 new centre backs if we're going to go with the other 2 as wing backs. We'd have to get better centre backs in because otherwise that just leaves way too many gaps.
Okay. Listen, David and Billy. Before I let you 2 guys go, because I've got to get Annie and Ryan back in. Just a quick question: can we stay up this season?
We can.
Depending on striker, I don't see why not.
We can. It's not mathematically impossible. So I'm still confident if they do the business the way that they've said they're going to, then we do.
It's not a mountain to climb because there's 4 other teams who are doing terrible as well. Well, no, 3, sorry. There's 3 other teams.
We've got terrible. 1 win, mate, and we're only 1 game at getting out of the bottom 3. So no, we're well in the mix.
I don't think Leeds are safe, me like.
Anybody in the bottom 8?
Yeah.
Couple of games changed everything.
I reckon if we're saying 2 centre backs, a midfielder and a striker, then we're safe. In my opinion.
I agree. Listen, Billy and Dave, I'm gonna let you guys go because but thanks for coming on. Make sure you come back on again because you both guys are brilliant, and I shall speak to you guys again soon.
See you later.
Cheers, John.
See you later. Take care. Now I'm going to get back Ryan and Annie quick as I can. And so sorry about that. So Ryan, what's your take on the game yesterday, mate?
Shit.
Wow.
Just blunt to the point. I like that.
I do. Just a quick one, guys. Right, just apparently Koulibaly has had a heart attack yesterday. I do apologise for the news, and I hope he gets better. Koulibaly, not Kalidou Koulibaly, but I think it's a different Koulibaly. He's had a heart attack, and it's sad news, man. So it's been pointed out in the past, and I just hope he gets better soon. I really do. But thanks for that, Nathan, man. So Ryan, go for it.
Yeah, I think as games and games go by, I start realizing I'm matching Amanda's mentality of trying to win the Premier League within 5-10 years. And we got to get rid of this whole team. I'm so sick of it now. I felt like beginning the takeover, I'd give these players time, but they just seem to not give a fuck at all.
Yeah. And when you get Kieran Trippier come on the pitch and tell the players to say, look, you come back out, to acknowledge the fans after they tried to walk down a tunnel, to me, and Jay's going to agree with us as well. That's absolutely shocking. This will never happen under Brian Clough, and will never happen under Fergie. I can tell you that right away. But
Kieran Trippier thought he was playing with Yannick Carrasco yesterday, Atletico Madrid players, but he played simple through balls, and they have such backwards defensive mentality and no football IQ to realize to go for the ball. I mean, this guy is levels ahead of everyone. Even before that game yesterday, I said, put him captain.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, the thing is, Ryan, right? I mean, that tells everything you need to know about these players. They're not good enough. I mean, these players are uncoachable, too comfortable, and I tell you what now, they need to get out. They need to get out very quickly. So,
well, you know what? Some of them will go. Some of them will stay as backup. Someone like ASM. I think in the summer, I was saying a bunch yesterday, competition for ASM makes or breaks him this summer. Because either he'll thrive, either he'll what is it? I guess roll up his sleeves and like he'll actually start to perform, or he'll just crumble with competition because he's too comfortable for me. Same with most of the team. They're all too comfortable. There's no competition to provide. That's why we need signings.
100%. Just going here, lads. And lads, I see a lot of comments getting Eddie Howe's Kiers, the man who just worked what he's got. And they're not good enough. They can't judge him after a season with his own squad because these lot are absolutely not good enough. And let's take a little one there, Annie.
I don't think they are good enough. Apart from Trippier, of course. Don't think they're good enough. Agreed with that. So yeah. All I've got to say is if Newcastle want to step, they're desperate and need some signings. And at the moment, if they want some signings, they're going to have to make them quickly because the clubs are also after players. And the players Newcastle are after, like Botman, Carlos, expensive and also going to be highly competitive in the market. So they're going to have to make them quickly, haven't they?
Yeah, I understand really as well because these players, like Ryan said, aren't good enough. He said he just rip the team up and start again. He has to rip it up and start again because if he doesn't, then these players are going to take the horse on Mick, don't give a toss, don't care, happy to pick up the money every week and see our club get relegated, and then they won't give a monkeys. Do you know what I mean?
John, not even just ASM, but I feel like we need to add players for these players to have competition because the whole team's getting comfortable and they think that it's almost like like player power almost.
Yeah.
But as soon as they realize there's more players like Bob and Trippier who are winners, they're either going to wake up or they're just going to crumble even more.
Crazy. What do you think on that one there, Annie?
Trippier's a winner. Botman's already obviously won the title. I just don't think
Bill.
You need to win games, and you need to do that somehow. Whether that's bringing players in who are experienced, won things, or bringing players in who are young, hungry, and willing to fight for the badge, or willing to bring in energy into the side. Whatever the solution is, Eddie Howe's got to identify it, and he's got to try and really pin it down to the team. He's got to screw it in, basically, and he's got to do that somehow.
Exactly. Totally agree 100% and very, very quickly. Look, Ryan, he's gone anyway. He'll come back again, I'm sure. People run out short memories. All the managers turn us down. Ronald Rogers not interested. Emery not interested. Careful what you wish for. End up with Allardyce. Wouldn't have him back for a lot of money. But where do you go from here, Ryan? Where do you go from here, mate?
I've moved my priority list from let's get a center back first to we need a striker by Watford, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that game showed where like we could look decent going forward, but we need end product to win games. Because winning games gets you 3 points. What does 3 points do? Gets you up the table and could get you out of relegation or qualify for certain competitions. So it's that whole analogy where we gotta follow.
Yeah. It's still time to get the players coming in, and it's still you can get out the bottom three. I'll be quite happy finishing right mid-table. That's a big if. But these players are actually breaking, in my opinion, Eddie Howe. They're actually breaking him, But this is not Eddie's fault. This is not his team, and this is the worry. These players they're good players, but they're not showing it at all whatsoever. They got no heart in it. It's got no passion in it.
No.
It's worrying. It is absolutely worrying.
It's less than half the team. I think people like Joe Linton and Shelby are like the only ones that have rolled up their sleeves, I guess, since Eddie Howe came in. I don't know what other word to say. I'm sorry.
Exactly. This is a good point from Frank. No manager would want a job who sacks a new manager who is still playing the same shite players they had before and took a job during December. Fixture list and from hell, Annie. People are saying, Eddie Howe's not good enough. I had two Arsenal fans on yesterday, and they come out and say that we're the richest club in the world, right? They're not sure about Eddie Howe. They should be getting Diego Simeone because we're the richest club in the world.
That's the problem we're going to have the rest of our time now, is that people are going to say the whole excuse of we're the richest club in the world. Trust me, that'll be the thing.
I just think with it being so early in the kind
regime.
of process, in the kind of process, I don't think Diego Simeone or anyone, Antonio Conte, whoever it is, would and a manager of that category would want to come. Obviously, if you're much higher in the league, not in the relegation zone, that will definitely help. But I think you need to be a bit more realistic. And whoever said that needs to just take a step back, because obviously it's very exciting with the takeover and stuff like that, money, etc. Just needs to take a bit of a step back, because you're in the relegation zone. That's just lost home to Cambridge in the FA Cup. One game all season, kept one clean sheet all season, and you're still within a chance of staying up, remarkably. But some fans just need to take a step back and say, right, we're in the relegation zone at the moment. Let's try and get out there first with Eddie Howe, who, remember, Eddie Howe's first season at Bournemouth, he kept Bournemouth up. Did they finish 16th? Yeah, I think they finished 16th. And he kept them up because of goals. If he can get Saint-Maximin firing, if he can get Fraser firing, whoever it is, your team will be a threat going forward. But defensively, obviously this can be addressed in the transfer market. This defence at the moment is utterly shocking. It is so bad. It is nearly as bad as Watford levels of incompetence at the back. Because Watford are terrible at the back. They've got goals in them. They've got Dennis. They've got King. They've got Sarr. Then they've got the experienced midfield as well. Sissoko, Loser, Kuchka, Cleverly. So what you need to do is try and find a balance. Because if the goals drop off a little bit, but if the defence improves, you can start winning games by keeping clean sheets. Or you nick games 2-1, tight games. It's not going to be convincing. It's probably going to be very nervy. At the moment, you need to win games like that. Because the tide at the moment, as in the points total, at the bottom three, near bottom 6, is so low. It is very low. No team has ever survived with 34 points in the league out of the 38 games. But I genuinely think this will be the season where that changes. Because Watford are terrible. Burnley are terrible. Newcastle are terrible. Norwich are even more terrible. They are utter crap. And teams above them, like Leeds, have just not fired this season. I think Leeds have got the quality to push, to move out of here, to get out the bottom 5, bottom 6. But I just think with the points total, anywhere near decent points, like just below a points per game, the rest of the season will keep you up. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's just getting well. You just said about Sarr won't be playing because he's out injured, by the way. So unfortunately, he'll not be playing against us. So that's a relief.
That is something. That is something.
I think they put that Spaniard lad in his place, and he's just as quick.
Is that Cucho Hernandez?
Yeah.
Oh, he's Colombian. He's just saying.
Colombian. He's Colombian, but
going back to the whole fans thing, like the whole chat, everyone, it's like the reality is going to be dealt with is that, oh, we're the richest club in the world. We should be attracting better names than that. But, like, money doesn't buy everything. People look at us from a footballing perspective as of now. They look that we're in relegation. They look that we lost 1-0 against Cambridge. Why would you want to come?
Exactly. I mean, I said earlier on, they're going to be thinking...
People don't want to look at the context. It's just the whole fact of, oh, we're the richest club in the world. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can see that, but we've just not got a good enough team, lads. The people's got to have to understand this right now.
Yeah.
We're just not good enough. Take Trippier out of the equation. That same club got us bottom 3. Yeah, they're not good enough. They're championship players. I don't care what anyone say. They are championship players. Yeah, they're just there to make up the flipping numbers, man. Ain't good enough. Yeah?
This could have been different if the takeover happened during Rafa's last season, but it's been the same team since. It's just been aging over time. The defense is like whatever average. Like there's like one player below 30 in our defense in our center backs. Which just shows that like we needed some investment in that area, but Mike Ashley literally allowed Steve Bruce to buy one defender, Jamal Lewis. That's it. That's why we need a whole clear out.
We do, because these players, I said many times, they're just so comfortable, lads, and I'm worried. I'm very worried. Like, you know what I mean? They just don't want to be there. I mean, one thing I'm going to say, guys, about Eddie Howe, right? I mean, I'm backing him all the way, but he has to understand that Emil Kraft is not a centre back. Matt Ritchie is finished. Yeah, Sean Longstaff is not good enough. Yeah.
To be fair, John, I think Shar was our only Fritz centre back that game.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's the thing. You're right. Then we got a problem. Then
I don't think Eddie Howe wanted to risk any youth yesterday at all.
Yeah, I could understand that. I could really understand that sort of thing. But at least a team that's going to try and win the game was a strong team. And it just came up short again. So if we can't beat Cambridge, how are we going to beat Watford next?
That was just a team of names rather than a team effort yesterday too. Like the team sheet looked good and all, but obviously no striker. Players couldn't pass to each other. They didn't understand each other. Like a lot of misplaced passes. Players didn't know whether to receive or to let the ball go on for someone in behind them. It's just all over the place. Like no chemistry. It's just annoying. No faith in each other to actually get a goal yesterday. Like it's just bad.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think Diego Carlos will make a difference at the back and Sven Botman? Who's going to be the better out of the two?
I'd say Sven. I'd say Sven Botman would be the better of the two. Think he's more composed on the ball, and he'd fit in perfectly. I think under Eddie Howe.
Yeah, I think Carlos is good. He can be rash at times, but I tell you something. Yeah,
we almost need that.
Yeah, when he's on it, he's on it. Yeah, ask the Sophia fans. If you do get Carlos, I'm going to try and get Sophia fan to come on my channel and tell us everything about. I've got to get him on, whoever it is, and that's what I'm going to do. I feel sorry for Eddie Howe. You're as good as your tools, to be honest. Most of them players like proper tools. I have to agree, pal. David, thanks so much for being a member, mate. I really appreciate that. Your name's in the draw. Well, I hit the 100.
You know what? I think, for my opinion on Eddie Howe, I feel like he could max. His ceiling is probably to get us mid-table, but honestly, I don't have a problem with that because he's got a short-term contract, and then we just move on and we'll praise him for making us a stable team. We'll just move on to the next manager. But I hope he does prove me wrong.
I agree, man. Just so we've got to see what happens. I got to have a word of the players after the game. Was this true, guys?
I heard that.
John, I've got to go now, mate. I'll see you later.
You take care, man. See you tonight if you're on pause. See you later.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. Bye.
No problem. Sure. And just what do you make of that then? Going in the dressing room, Ryan?
You know what? I'm honestly not surprised because the mentalities, they want to win stuff. You look at documentaries from other teams, and the owner, like Bayern Munich have their owners go in the change room. Florentino Perez probably goes in the Real Madrid change room. Like, I think they want to adopt that mentality, and they want to have that. But like, you know, as a player, like, you know, it's almost like a distraction when you know the owners come in the change room, but they're there to set a standard. And I don't think they're putting up with it because they need to show more if they want to continue on. There's a bit of players for me that, as of now, like, still deserve a chance to stay on. I'm not going to tap out on St. Maximum yet because I think, like, he's still. I've already said my thing about him. He's overcomplicated. He doesn't know when to be selfish, unselfish. Completely has no end product in decision making, but at the same time, I feel like he does need competition too, because you can't just sell him unless like we have a replacement up top, because he's still a threat for us no matter how much we criticize him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. It's just
it's just our level. We're like, you know, it feels like in a top 4 team. I think, yeah, like he'd be dropped like that and probably sold, but we're in a relegation fight. I think a threat like him, no matter how little output he produces, he's still a threat for us.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. And this is the thing, man. It's just worrying. It's worrying, man. But how many do you think you're going to buy in January, mate? Do you going to get 5 or 6, or maybe the whole team?
I think we'll get 3 or 4 more players.
Is that 2 defenders and a striker? Or would you say a defender, left
2
back,
defenders, 2 center backs, a striker, and maybe a defensive mid or some kind of midfielder. I'm not too sure what the club's aiming for.
What about Bissouma for Brighton? His name's been mentioned today.
Yeah, I'd take him.
All day long.
Is he in the Africa Cup of Nations, though, or did Mali not qualify, or whatever nation he's from?
I don't know. I really don't know, mate. I really don't. But either way, I take him all day long because this guy can break up the play so easily. So easy. Absolutely so easy. He's absolutely quite. I also want him as well, by the way.
Yeah, I think you got to go. The owners have to, I guess, roll up their sleeves too and get down to business and stay up for 24 hours trying to get deals over the line. Yeah. Better have their Lucozade and energy drinks ready.
Oh, yes. And that's what they flipping need, an energy drink, so they can boost them up and then start winning games first, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, you off to work? You working today, mate?
Yeah, in 4 hours.
You're working 4 hours. What time are you starting?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. So it's 9 o'clock. Is it 9 o'clock you end now, yeah?
No, it's almost 12.
Bloody hell. I tell you what, though, at the end of the day, you might need a rest before you start working, I guess.
No, I'm good.
I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah, all I can say is, man, I mean, I don't even heard this sort of, I mean, people are calling some people I'm getting want Eddie Howe to be sacked. I mean, I don't even watch this yesterday. I mean, I think he might have done. I don't know.
I was here yesterday.
You was here, right? And these 2 Arsenal fans, Luca and Del Boy, wanted to get Simeone sort of thing because they say we should need an elite manager coming in. They're not sure about Eddie Howe.
Really?
That's what they said. They said, well, I did a watch along, second half, they said they need an elite manager, because money's no object for us now. Money talks. Go out there and get Simeone.
Money doesn't talk when you're in the relegation zone. That's the problem.
It is.
That's the problem. I don't know if
Yeah,
he
man.
said that to Del Boy or Luca. Like, I think that's just the reality and fact. And we can't get. It's hard to get a manager mid-season too.
Mhm.
That's why when we're in the hunt for a manager, I was kind of looking at who's a free agent, because most players just move on in summer.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, but I mean, we got to stay up first, though. Excuse me. If we get relegated, you can forget about Simeone sort of thing, or the elite manager sort of thing. But I'll keep Eddie Howling all day long. He's on 2.5-year deal. He needs a couple of transfer windows to get the team right, and we will get it right because better players will come. But we need better players coming in now. I mean, we learned today that we're after Chris Wood, so you go for Vjalovic down to Chris Wood.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Chris Wood, but I think it could be possible to get like a big name striker. Like, for me, it's Vlahovic, Jovic, or David. But
Yeah.
if the owners realize we can't get a striker to buy, like the big name, I'd definitely go for Jovic on loan, because Real Madrid put him on loan to Frankfurt last season, and I'm pretty sure they're going to look to sell him with Mbappe coming in.
Yeah.
And he's someone I'd take, man. Like, he's a strong striker. He can play with both feet. It could score or fox in the box, like one chance. Like, I think he'd suit the Premier League for me. And even Gabigol as well, I'd take him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those two will probably improve us all day long. I mean, no disrespect to Callum Wilson, but these two players you mentioned, they definitely improve us. I mean, Jovic is a class act. And,
Exactly, yeah.
And Barbosa scores after goals. But his attitude, apparently Tim Vickery, he said that when he gets substituted, he throws a strop. He's very left-footed. He's not good in the air, right? With his header. His right foot is weak. But you can't question about the scores. But at the end of the day, he's only scored 5 goals in 17 in the Brazilian national team. So he's still good. We score goals. And if he does that, and he might love the Premier League, he could shock us all and scoring goals and keep us up.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like, what Premier League striker that's good enough you think can actually come and make a difference that's realistic? Like, I completely agree with Jade. Why did we get Origi when he's just sat on the bench? I think his mind sat on just staying at Liverpool now. Like, they get all these attacking players come in, and it just seems like he just wants to stay there. Yeah, like, there's no, maybe I'd be for Anthony Martial, but I think he wants to go to Spain. I can't see any top kind of striker. Like, we'd have to go outside of Europe, I'd say. And, if they look at us in relegation and they decline us, well, we just got to hope that someone like Vlahovic or Jovic, David, that they want to just, even if it's a loan or just a full permanent, that they want to take a risk and actually buy into the project, I guess.
Yeah. I think Martial forget that sort of thing, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think I'd take him. He can go to Spain, go to Sevilla sort of thing, no problems at all, because he will not be up for relegation dogfight. Aubameyang, I mean, if he comes across some COVID and his team gets knocked out, sort of thing, I'd take him. But his attitude as well, which is a big problem. Do you know what I mean?
Just don't play him left wing. We have to play him striker and just feed him chances, man. Like, this is the thing with these older strikers like Aubameyang. I think they could still play at a high level. It's just you have to just give them the ball and play to their strengths.
Yeah, 100%.
I think if Eddie Howe is to ever create a new play style or with these players he brings in and change the way we play, it has to be around our attack, because you're not going to build a team around defense. We got to build a team to attack, because that's how you win games, and winning games gets points, and you get out of safety. It gets you anything. It's the basic analogy of the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. That needs to be worked out very soon, man. What else can I say? Do you think you're going to stay up the season, Ryan?
Yeah, I think we will. Well, I trust the board. Like, it took 7 days to get Trippier in. I'm sure we'll sign someone. I don't think two. I think we'll sign a player before Watford and then another after. I think if we sign two before Watford, I think I'd be really, really happy about that. And I think Eddie Howe, as much as this team feels down and like, they almost seem like they don't care and they don't want to play for us. Like, I think if we do get a win or two, I think it would. No, I don't think it would breed the confidence into our team, and like we'd actually start playing like a team. I just think it's so bare bones and it's just such a low point for everyone there. I think Eddie Howe can actually muster something as well.
Yeah, I'll believe in Eddie Howe, by the way. I hope he keeps us up. And just finally for me, I was going to say, you've got things to do. What about Kieran Trippier? Apparently, Jamal is also going to be stripped off his captaincy, and Kieran Trippier could be our leader. I mean, what do you make of that? I don't know if it's true or not, though.
Oh, I'd be for that idea all the way. He's levels above all of us. He's been in title races. He's been trying to win the World Cup with England. He knows how to lead it. He's been a part of that, and he's been playing with winners, and he's adopted that winner mentality, which for me I think is number one in leadership. You actually want to win games, and then you want to actually like encourage players. Give them stick if they're misplace a pass or do something stupid, but give praise at the same time. I think he's the guy to do it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm so glad he's here, because when he said he wanted a challenge, I knew he meant that, because going to Spain for someone that's English is a challenge already. So he's already lived up to that. He's accomplished that challenge, and now he's come to a challenge to fight a relegation dogfight with crap players.
I mean, leaving Atletico Madrid to come to us sort of thing, I think he must be looking for his receipt. Didn't get a refund sort of thing, you know what I mean? He must be thinking, what's the heck I'm doing at this football club, you know? I think I made a mistake here, sort of thing, you know what I mean? He could have run down his contract and go to a team like Man United or Liverpool sort of thing, you know? But look, you got him, by the way, so that's all good. Ryan, thanks for coming on, mate. I mean, what you got on plans this week? Any plans this week, or?
I don't know. Maybe I might start making a bit more YouTube videos, maybe on if we sign someone or a match preview for Watford. I'm not too sure, but I'll keep you updated if I do anything on YouTube related.
You let me know, mate. You let us know, and then see a notification bell on your channel. But Ryan, my guy, thank you very much for coming on, and I'm going to do the play ratings in a minute. And
brilliant call, John.
Fantastic, man. You too.
All right, see ya.
See you later. So that's Ryan there. I mean, I've got to say thanks so much to Ryan, Annie, Jade, David, and Billy to comment on my channel to have their say. If you want to have your say, please click on the link, and then you come on straight away. Get me on straight away. Thanks very much indeed. I've got to read these comments, by the way. Sorry if I haven't read your comments, by the way. And David Ferguson, thank you very much for your becoming a member, sort of thing. I really appreciate that. And thank you very much indeed. And I'm going to read Joshua's first. I think Howe was receiving criticism because he keeps playing the same players who clearly don't want to be there, like Willock yesterday. He could have just thrown on at the youngsters. Yeah, I have to agree there. I mean, he doesn't trust the young ones yet, not in this predicament sort of thing as well. So, yeah, I think Joe needs to be dropped, to be honest with you. Yes, sort of. His heart's just not there in a minute. It's more like Joe Pillock. Joe should have been picked for Managerial. Well, we got Eddie Howe now, mate. So I agree Chibby should be captain. About time that the lame duck boost players are put on their players. Do hit the likes up and do subscribe, and also join some member as well. And I'm going to fire this quickly. We need to start talking about the players like Botman until we get them. Carl, if it's that good, Man U will go and get him. They need a centre back. Sean, AC Milan want him as well. AC Milan are a bigger club than Newcastle United, but it just cannot afford a guy. Simple as that. If I was getting stick for not playing on putting the youngsters, then the stick is wrong. Avid Gale, love it. Ashes turned the whole fan BS popular. It won't be long before how out starts China. I hope that's not the case, Dirk. I really do not hope it's not the case. There's a tiny little glimpse of the Willock for last season, that game yesterday. He's definitely played for an Arsenal contract. He's not running out the defence like he used to. Kieran, 100%, man. You're absolutely right. He played for an Arsenal contract, didn't get it. Now we lumbered with him. JT, hope you came, mate. That's not John Terry, by the way. You never know. Gandalf could not manage this shite team. And I've got Adam, big up to Adam, do subscribe, mate. And the same you, JT. It's back to Adam. Willock was shocking. Looked like he didn't want to be on the pitch. His attitude is all wrong. His attitude more like Joe Pillock. Yeah? They got Ben White for Arsenal. Sometimes they call him Ben Shite. I'm going to call him Joe Pillock. You know what I mean? Wow. Hull should play this first team squad for the amateurish. Yeah? It's fair enough, Ollie. I said that for you in the season. Willock wanted the Arsenal contract. You said it before, way back. That's a ridiculous statement. Joe Pillock has done enough design for us. I wish he didn't bother now. Oh, man, love it. Mad up. And I wish Hull played in reserves. The only reason it's embarrassing is because he played the first team. Well, the first team that played yesterday need to take a long look in the mirror. Trippier is an exception, by the way. Just going to fire this really. Ask for Salt Sean, take the mic. Yeah, God, mate. Should we just go Josh King is a different player now? I don't know what for the selling, mate. They will not sell him. Not a chance. Am I deep floating that mic? Let's have a look. No, not. Go that way. That'll do. Newcastle are not very good at football. That's from the Palace fan close the door. Wow. And might be embarrassing. The other way of looking at it, emphasize urgently new recruits, Frank, 100%. Yes, Jordan. Hope you okay, my guy. Hope so the posters development patterns of player. You shouldn't be throwing in the under 23s or hardly that good. Yeah. I mean, Stevenson would have to go. Joe White would have to go, sort of thing. Yeah. Ellis Anderson should have to go as well. Annie, take the mic out of your mouth. That's so nice. And he's gone now. Hope he's back this week. Have a great show, lads. Ace, thanks so much, mate. That's from Jordan. All the relegation battlers have lost the FA Cup matches. Yeah, those players yesterday bottled it. Newcastle should sign John as right back. Yeah, I'll do a better job than that. I don't think Kieran Trippier would be happy with that at all whatsoever. The FA Cup was a write-off. He should have risked a loss, knocking her confidence and further injuries to crucial players. That's an Ollie. John, what have you done with Jade? She had problems at the minute, but she's got to make a telephone call, bless her. And thanks to Jade for coming on, by the way. Playing your strongest squad is not amateur's mistake. It's treating the FA Cup and the opposition with the respect and they deserve. That's well said, Julie, by the way. Those players don't give a toss about the FA Cup. Go back in the 70s and 80s, yeah? The FA Cup final used to start 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and they all loved it, yeah? They disrespect the competition as they don't give a flying monkeys. That's just me. That is just me. Spider comes very, very quickly. I'm a little bit behind, but I'll do the best I can. I'm going to fly through this as well. Newcastle have no chance in the FA Cup and are the poorest position in the league. Poor management decision to play strongest team. One win all season, by the way. One win. And that's what happens. Friends and Degav about us losing to Cambridge, they look at the wages on the contract, look across the sign of fee, then magically forget the Cambridge result. That just sums it up beautifully. If I don't read the comments, guys, please, I do apologize. I've got so many here as well. And the players are not playing for ages. They need some match fitness. How was correct to play the team he did? Dominic was on the bench, should have been a centre back. We knew this would take time, right? Are people expecting instant success? People's got to get real here. Yeah? But they need to fix up very, very quickly. I mean, Leeds team played youth today. You know what I mean? Sensible manager, man. I'm going to Watford game as well. Really would hammer the players. Must be fuming after I would be. So would I. The attitude of the vast majority of the pitch is absolutely disgraceful. They're not confident. That's not confidence. A sellout crowd should inspire you to do your utmost. Exactly my point, Julia. Exactly my point. Just 5 videos as well. Great background, like it. That's some David Scales. Do subscribe to my channel, David. Thank you very much indeed. I'll come Santa Martin. Carlos, I think you do a good job as well. I still back Eddie as it's not his team. When it's his team, then he messes up, then I'll see us something. Yeah, let's be real. That's not his team. Yeah, but the players are just taking the wholesale mick. Don't forget, Bournemouth should not have been relegated that year. Should have been Villa or Sheffield United for that matter, sort of thing. 5 quickly. Typical championship, first division players for years, most of them. Yeah. Eddie Howe's got to be ruthless now and just say, look, you are not good enough for this team. I want to get my own players in. You got to look for somewhere else, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Howie. Hit the like button, subscribe, and channel everyone. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to fire through this quickly. And Sam is shite selling. Fair enough. And then I've got looks like Abigail's back on cat mode. You get beat on Saturday. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. We've got Leeds away. Then we've got to play Everton at home. We don't win those games. We are screwed. We are absolutely screwed. And the players should take a long look at themselves, right? It's as simple as that. And people are just taking it up, the wholesale mick. I'm not having that. I'm not having that at my football club. Without Maximin, it's like the players have glue on the boots. He runs past like 3-4 players and nobody's there. The pass through, he ends up a dead end and then loses a bar. That is the thing. That tells me the players just do not want to know. It's as simple as that. People's got to understand these players aren't good enough for my football team. Just get out of my football club because you're not good enough for my team. There are players to pass a lot of the time. When Callum plays, he's always using the same players near the penalty spot, but Eriksen just chooses to try to score a worldie that defies physics and pass. He's trying to be like Harlem Globetrotters, like I said to Paul earlier on, by the way. Howe's the right man, but he doesn't have the right players. The players don't even want to fight. Well, if they don't want to fight, just drop them. Drop them. Get the players that does want to fight. Do you know what I mean? Diego Costa's a fighter. Sven Botman's a fighter. Yeah? I mean, Diaz is a fighter. I don't know. Yeah? Just get the players coming in. He does want to play for this club and play the fight as well. We need elite players, not a new coach. That's very, very true. The elite managers for another day. Let's get a few more players and give Howe more time. Those called for Howe's head are undermining our club. I could not have said it any better, by the way. Yeah? A lot of these players must know the time is limited. Hard things put enthusiasm in the people in the situation. Thanks. Spot on, mate. Thank you very much. 0 chance of Vjalovic. No chance. He's not coming in. Nah chance. Why Judge Howe? He's put a strong team. The options he had was mentally of the players who have been getting in a mess for 14 years. Give home a few transfer windows. You got to give the guy some transfer windows 200%, 100%. Vjalovic won't come. I actually see that Origi in the Newcastle shirt. I mean, I agree with Jade. He's been on the bench for ages and ages and ages. Why go and get him? Sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Does he really care? Is he Winston Bogarde? Remember him at Chelsea? Sat on the bench for 5 years and hardly played. And I'll tell you what, there's little Chelsea can do about it, man. They tried to pay him off, but no, he's going to sit on the bench for 5 years, then he retired from football. That makes a good man, doesn't it? Wow. There's a rumour today that if Man actually takes over Derby, he's going to have Steve Bruce as manager. I will not be surprised. They could have him as much as they want. Do you understand what I'm saying? Steve Bruce's history, mate. He is done out here. He's done. If a big striker actually comes score goals, kept us out of relegation, they'll already be a Newcastle hero, correct. And that man will not be Chris Wood, because you can do better than Chris Wood, by the way. Just the prices. Bruce is obviously easy to work with for an owner who has no respect in buying players. Why not sign Brenton Diaz and Blackburn for 30 million? He ain't worth 30 million. His contract's up at the end of the season. But 30 million, I'm not sure. 20 million, possibilities. Saha would be brilliant. But again, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not bad. He does want to leave London, by the way. Get the defence sorted out first. You need a build from the back going forward. So 2 centre halves and a left back. We definitely need a striker, Brian, mate. We need Warriors for relegation Doffer, not passengers, yeah? I think the Spotman lad looks likely. Could happen. It could happen. Sam Hamden asking for the Brentford game to be called off. No, Wreck-It Ralph, play your game. Totally agree. And there's a tweet going around by Julie today, and she sent us a tweet and to say that Ralph Hatthuso tried to get the game, how do you say, tried to sign someone and had to play the game or something. I had to have a look, but tried to get the game called off or something. But yet, he wants to get he wants to carry on again. Ralph was losing respect very, very quickly. He'll probably ask him for whether to be exactly the same with us on the first game. Balls, we needed a good defence. Man, the cultural owners went for Eben. Yeah, Williamson of Arsenal's quite good looking. She is indeed. I'm not going to lie. And I can remember that. I can remember Ty from AFTV stuck out his hand to shake hands with her, and she walked straight past him, which I don't think is a good look at all whatsoever. And Ty's fierce was a picture. Boom. It's one day I asked for any cut grass to be put back. I'm reading at people's comments, by the way. Look, Newcastle would have got to Luton, by the way. We could have played Luton. Opportunity missed. Pretty much no Newcastle fan wanted a defensive manager and abused the sat. We're not really used to anything other than trying to nick games in a mind-numbing, boring fashion makes us nervous. From Frankie boy. Cambr got Luton. Oh my God. It would have been Luton at home. Alvarez and Asmoon. Asmoon's going to go to Lyon, by the way. Alvarez is going to talk around top clubs to get this guy. I think it ended up going to Spain. I'll come on Sunday next week, John. Yes, please do, mate. That'd be fantastic. I shall be doing a show. Would have had Luton at home. Well, that's how it is. Do you know what I mean? Ben White will transfer our defence. Nah, I don't think he'll come. He's only just joined Gunas, mate. If he had played the youngsters, people wouldn't be talking that much about it, but it was a strong team. He had outlooks bad, but I have full faith in Eddie and we trust. This is it. And I think it's the worst performance of the season. It's a bit over the top for the Kilo World. If you want for it, it would have been 4-0. It's just embarrassing, really getting beat off this lot, I'm telling you. Finally, just more comments, by the way. I think I'm about together early. And if I don't read it out, I do apologize. I got about 56, 57 comments here, by the way. So just 5 of those quickly. Sheila not coming to retirement. No problem, Rich. Camb's got Luton in the 4th round. Oh dear. John, if you beat Watford on Saturday, you could be out of the relegation zone. That's a big if, Eric. That's a big if. Chris Word is a no from me. 3 goals this season. Is he better than what we have? If Cameron's out for 8 weeks, Daniel, definitely not. So we've gone from Vjalovic, who's one of the most sought-out striker in Europe, to Chris Word. No, thank you. No, thank you. We should be aiming higher and better, in my opinion. Absolutely. I had 2 Gunas yesterday saying they should go on for elite manager sort of thing. Elite manager. We're not in a position for elite manager just yet. Ask us in a couple of years' time, and then we might go for it. That's for another day. Thoughts in the FA Cup, John. Gutter, we're out, mate. We're out. But it would have been a perfect tie. But the players aren't interested, and that's why these players are not good enough. Not sure Chris is much better than Gale. To be honest, Neville Wilson, cool. Chris Wood, no thank you. Not for me. Not for me. Might also call up Stevenson and give it a go. Stevenson's banging in the goals in the U23s. Bring him in. And then we should bring Musa Dembele, seeing Asmoon going to Leon. Exactly what I've been saying. Lads, the team is shite. Steven Lee's flat and Aston Lee. And I've got compare on the 23s Premier League. It isn't about a striker anyway. The team needs general improvement. Hopefully, a few more will see to that. If we get a few more in, I think we'll stay up. And I think I'm up to date with the comments. Finally. Do you think we get Sven Botman? To answer that one is yes. But if AC Milan get the money up together, sort of thing, I truly believe he could be Milan bound. But for me, I think it'll come to us, sort of thing. I think it'll come to us because my understanding is the fee has been he's agreed personal terms, but it's just what to sort out a fee. And if that is true, that looks fantastic. Having even went in for Vjalovic, I doubt it. It's all links Woods is more realistic target. Daz, I do not want Chris Wood on my team. I do not want him here. No chance. John kept up with all the comments. I missed quite a few, by the way. I do apologise, people. It's about a striker. How do you stay up if you cannot score goals? 2 goals in 5 games. Well said, Daniel. 2 goals in 5 games. Shocking. We kind of need a repeater. Season Denver Bar, they came and couldn't stop scoring. They were scoring for fun, those 2. I tell you what, those 2 are levels above the ones we've got in a minute. 1 minute you see we never get a player like Vjalovic. That's not going to happen, Frank. They're moaning about Chrissy Wood not being good enough and want Vjalovic. Make a man up, mate. Let's be real. Vjanovic is not coming to Newcastle. He's going to end up going to Juventus in the summer. Yeah, I could be wrong. If he doesn't, then he could well be got off to Borussia Dortmund if Haaland gets away. Yeah, but he's not going to come to Newcastle United, Frank. It's not going to happen. Why could he go for Kieran Immobile? It was original plans. Listen, right, he's not leaving Lazio. He's Lazio captain. He's well loved. He's well loved at Lazio. That is a non-starter. How do you manage to run with the league without a striker? Because they've got world-class players, Abigail. World-class players. That's the difference. And a world-class manager. I still don't get why Howell took Murphy off yesterday. He was the most dangerous player on the pitch for us. He was. I think he did okay. John's a legend. Thank you very much indeed, Spenny. If our players worked as hard, John, does to read the comments, we'll be playing Champions League football next season. If only, man. If only. We'll not be Champions League for a long, long time. Still got 70 people watching. Make sure Paul don't listen to that, by the way. Thanks, Tom. I'll be sure that. You only got 74 likes, 34 to go. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm just going to fly this very quickly. Woods gets double figures nearly every season. Ideal for 6 months. Daz, I do not want him, man. We need someone who's going to be ready, a young player who's going to bang in the goals. He is not the answer. 3 goals all season? Not for me. And talk about Watford in less than a week. We have no one who can score goals. That is it. John, when he hears any player won't come to us. Listen, I'm telling you, man, he's not coming. And I've also said as well, if Vjanovic does come to Newcastle, I'll be happy to donate £50. 50 quid, I'll donate in the food bank if Vjanovic does come at any time. Think you send Ivan Toney back? Nah, I can't see it happening, mate. I sound like Simon Jordan, but I don't act like Simon Jordan. Average striker will not solve the issues. I would prefer defenders and midfields first. Abigail, we definitely need a striker because we got no strikers at all whatsoever. Tripp wasn't bad yesterday. He put in some goals. Okay. It's either won't come or don't want him. Great shows usual, John. Thank you very much indeed. Suarez on a short-term deal. Then he can head off to the MLS. The MLS starts in March. Yeah. I'll take him. I'll take him short-term. No problem. So he's an experienced striker. And his levels on the ones, he's better than what we have got. I think Murphy deserves more game time. Just not as a right wing back. We should put Murphy as a wing and Fee as a left and try and Maxi as a cam and just right. So I meant good balls. I get what you mean, mate. I understand what you mean. Definitely. I'll quickly go for the player ratings, by the way, people. And I'll go start with Dubraka. He's definitely a fault for a goal. He should have caught it, yeah. Let's be real. He hasn't been playing well. I'm not going to lie. But again, he just tried to gather the ball and he couldn't do it, yeah. And he played the game injured. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. On to Trippier. I mean, he showed a glimpse of real quality in the first half. Plays a lovely switch of players. Plays ball down the line. Yes, he feared in the second half. That's because of the long flight and maybe he's just coming straight away. It's best as yet to come. And I'm going to give him a 7 for me. Emil Kraft, I'll give him a 3. He's not a centre back, and the sooner Eddie Howe realises this, the better. I mean, he got bullied by a League One striker all afternoon, and let's be real, he's not good enough. And I'll call you people out. He is not good enough for Newcastle United. I said that from day number 1. He is poor. I'll give him a 3 out of 10 on our sort of thing. Viren Shah, he don't want to be at Newcastle, does he? Plays the easy balls, yeah, but it seems to me he just don't want to be bothered. Do you know what I mean? It's just so lack of confidence, right? That's number 1. Number 2, right? I just don't think he's the same player. So I'm going to give him a 3 as well. I've told I'm going to be brutal in my player ratings today. On to Richie. Let's be real. I mean, yes, he's done a penalty. Puts in the clumsy challenge. Being outpaced as well. And the sooner Jamal Lewis gets back in the team, the better. Yeah? And he's already screaming at his teammates. Yeah, but let's be real. He's lacking concentration now. I'll give him 2. A 2 out of 10. He's done. He's absolutely done it to Newcastle United. And I've always said that. 2. What's going on here in a minute? But I'm going to fly through this. Thanks, Gareth. You'll fly through this well. As well. I'm going to go on to who's next on the roster. Just going to find this out a second. I'm going to go with Sean Longstaff. I'm going to give him a 1. That's because he's got the shirt the right way. Yeah. He looks lost in midfield, loses the goal constantly. Yeah. So slow. He looks overweight. Yeah. He should have been hooked after half time. Right. In fact, he shouldn't even be playing. So I'll give him a 1. I think he's poor. That first half tells us everything we need to know. And we should have sold him for 50 million a couple of seasons again. Yeah. I'll give him a 1. I want to give him a 0, but I'll give him a 1 just for turning up. Shelby, I mean, let's be real, I've got to give him a 5. I mean, he does lack the legs. He shows very few glimpses of quality, and he'll get better. But unfortunately, again, he hasn't played his best today. I'll give him a 5. I'm going to give Joe Lennon a 6, right? Putting a running intent. He's the only one who's interested and gives it a real go. Yeah? I mean, he's still going to be in the first team sheet, yeah? But he does try. He was unlucky a couple of times, yeah? I'll give him a 6. I'm going to give Murphy a 6 as well. Yes, he should have scored. I mean, he was unlucky at the first half, which is well saved by Midfield. It was a world of a save. But I don't understand why Eddie Howe took him off after 60 minutes. I really don't know why. I just don't understand it. Yeah? So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. On to Fraser. I mean, his final ball was hit and missy. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Yeah? And he did create a chance of Jake and Murphy. But other than that, his delivery for some corners and crosses has been very poor. I'll give him a 5. He's been poor today. He's not the only one. ASM, right? I'm going to be real with this guy. He looked disinterested today, right? Not even a warm-up, right? For what I've been told, in the warm-up, he didn't want to be out of there, yeah? I mean, when he gets the ball, he either loses it, and his final ball has been shocking today, yeah? He doesn't know what to do, yeah? And at times, Howard will hook him off because he's been absolutely shite. And also, he looked unfit as well. So, I'm sorry, but I do love him. But I have to call him out today. I'm going to give him a 3 today. And he's lucky to get that. So, on to the subs, right? I mean, Joe Willock, right? Until he sorts himself out, right? He can go back to Arsenal. Yeah? He can go back to Arsenal. Serious confidence is lacking 100%. 1 or 2 shots shocking, flying way over the bar. His confidence is shot to bits. Where's this Joe Willock I've seen from last season? It's more like Joe Pillock by Deadpool. Excuse me. So I'm going to give him a 2. And Miron, I mean, I'll give him a 2 as well. He looks like a lost puppy. He looks like he's just. Because someone tell us where his best position is, yeah? I'm still waiting for his best position, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a disgrace, man. I mean, I love him, but at the end of the day, right, he cannot play on the right side, he cannot play on the left. He's a 10, yeah? I think he needs to be aware. I think you should sell him in January if you can. I mean, I'm going to give him a 2 as well. And Managerial, I'm going to give him a standard 4. To get enough time. Eddie Howe, I'm going to call him out because the team selection is wrong. Yeah, he has to understand that Kraft is not a centre back. Richie's finished. Longstaff has been not good enough. I'm going to give him a 5 as well. The team selections is wrong. So that's my player ratings. The fans, I'll give them a 10. Yeah, big up to them, turned up. Cambridge fans get a 10 as well. And that's all there is to it. That's some player ratings. I've got a fly that's got to wrap up, by the way. I've been there for 2 hours and 20 minutes, by the way. I've been on too long. I've got Sheik or Vigos. I'll go just Sheik if he's fit. Guys, I say if anyone joins Anton Suarez, it's either won't come or don't want to come. I want him to come. He's got experience. He's better than what he's got. I'll take him. If you get quality striker and great, it's easy to get defenders and midfields in. I think you stay off a few key signs to these positions. I agree. Lukaku, that's not going to happen. Isak, I tell you what, though, I take him all day long. I think Murphy should have had a solid 7 rates for his first half. He's taken off way too early. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'm going to upgrade Jake and Murphy's rate and I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. Yeah. Maybe a bit too harsh. Gives Jacob 7 out of 10. I'm going to find this very quickly. If I don't read them out, I do apologise. How are we going to build a season squad, compete, and never mind a decent 11? Gonna fly through this as well. Bill Murphy, not sure we got taken off. Got Stevens. Can you think of any forwards on abroad or good enough to obtainable? Oh, that's a good question. Not very many. Suarez, maybe. Dembele from Barcelona. You know, you've got to take a chance on him now. It's few and far between, mates. It's few and far between. But we need to get someone closer to home. I mean, Diaz from Blackburn, the closest we probably get. So I'll take Diaz because he knows a lot of English football. Irie John, just like chicken tikka masala curry for tea. I got more enjoyment about this curry than watching Newcastle getting beat off Cambridge, who stood their ground, and well done to Cambridge. Big up to you and enjoy your tea, mate. Right, let's quickly before I get myself away. The experience Trippier had to tell all the players applaud the fans. It just came from a few days ago. That is shocking. The players ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. Can't believe that linesman who waited until Murphy put his flag, and they put his flag up. That's how it is now, mate. That's how it is. 5 for Shelby seems fair. Fair enough. There's a player in some Tom. Trippier 5. I think that's a little bit harsh there, mate. Very, very harsh. Fair enough. That's your ratings. There's some players in that team that's just on this. And I said that way back. And Miron Willock just looks him not good enough for the Prem. Off the bench now. I'll get rid. Get rid. I was going to say, guys, got to wrap it up there, guys, because I've got things to do. I'm going to get prepared to listen to Paul's channel later, that sort of thing. So do hit the like button, subscribe, and you know what to do, you know what to do. And actually, I'm going to fly through this very, very quickly. And if I don't read them out, I do apologise, yeah, because I need to give me gum to rest. And just 2 midfielders and C. Do subscribe to my channel. Is John 9 out of 10, Gia 10 out of 10, Abby 8 out of 10. Thank you very much, Richard. I will give you 10 for turning up, by the way. Thanks, Kieran. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Didn't care about the loss. Well, get a bit off Cambridge. I don't want to get beat off Cambridge. I really don't. And there you go. That's all the comments done, all the ratings done. And thanks for my guests as well, from Paul, from Jade, Annie, from Ryan, David, and Billy Watts as well. I really do appreciate that, man. And I'll be back on, I think I'll maybe back tomorrow, Tuesday. Definitely Tuesday. I'm going to have Maisie on my show on Tuesday and the transfer line latest. So do join us for that. And just go follow us very quickly. So keep going for support. Thank you, John. Would you love to sign essential mid realistic target? Get defenders first, and then get strikers first, and then midfield as well. And thanks for Peter as well. Thank you very much indeed, Peter. I do apologize. I forgot about that as well. You're the first one. I forgot about you. Not good. Listen, guys, do the like button, do subscribe, keep the comments coming through. No trolling, please. And have a fantastic evening. Go over Tom. So have a great evening. Let's have a look. Have a great evening. Enjoy the match. Get out, Tom. Get away, man. Lemorata. There you go. Lemorata. Have a good one, man. Thanks a lot. Nice show. Paul and Lourdes watch. Thanks a lot, Eric. Watch what you're doing, guys. Have a good evening and